which for the most part, we've done a good job this year. And just for whatever reason, that last game, we had those spots and those spurts in that first half, especially getting after a good start, which was disappointing.
Yeah, it was out, I think, 11-5 there at one point. And obviously Dawson's 2 fouls weren't helpful because then you weren't able to use him that last little bit of that second half. How do you try to navigate through if situations like that arise? There, obviously, he's your best player, but how do you try to make sure guys are stepping in and filling in when something like that happens?
Yeah, the hardest part in a game like that is each game is officiated differently. And, typically in a game like that, I would have tried to find a minute or two to put him back in. I was just worried the way that game was being called, there was no telling. So you can't risk, all right, even a minute or trying to go offense, defense, just because how it was being called. I couldn't trust it. And so, again, when those other guys are in, I thought we did a decent job. But it's the ball movement, it's not the selfish ball movement. It's just that 1 second or half second, you got to make that split decision. And then if you don't have it, you don't have a shot, you don't have a drive, can you move it to the next guy right away so now the defense gets shifted instead of playing in a pause? And so that's what we try to emphasize and work on is just a little bit quicker decisions so it doesn't stick and to get that ball moving, especially on the first side. That was a big point of emphasis here the last couple of days.
All right, very good. Let's talk about Penn State. When we come back, stay with us. This is Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go feel like a breeze in the new Ford Explorer. Make tough tasks look easy with the powerful performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years. Or take your adventures in the great outdoors to a whole new level with our built wild family of Ford Broncos. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait, get behind the wheel of a new Ford today, based on calendar year total sales.
Gopher fans, looking to take the family to a Gopher game this season? Check out the Cub Family 4-pack. Get 4 tickets, 4 soft drinks, and 4 mix and match soft pretzels and candy. All that and $5 off a $50 purchase at your neighborhood Cub. Go to gophersports.com/tickets and click on the Family 4-pack to learn more. That's gophersports.com/tickets.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
Hey Gopher fans, Truestone Financial is proud to present Coming Home. This year we'll once again welcome some of the greatest Gopher student athletes back to campus. It's the homecoming we can all celebrate thanks to your neighborhood credit union, Truestone Financial. From unforgettable plays to championship victories, these alumni have left an indelible mark on Gopher athletics. To learn more, visit gophersports.com/cominghome. Truestone Financial, proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics.
This is Mike Grimm for Washburn McCreevy. 5 generations proudly serving the Twin Cities with distinct funeral and cremation services for over 165 years. Everyone at Washburn McCreevy wishes head coach Ben Johnson and the Golden Gophers good luck this basketball season. Family owned and family operated with 18 locations. Washburn McCreevy and the Golden Gophers, proud of the tradition they've established.
More with Golden Gopher head coach Ben Johnson, sponsored by Western National Insurance. Tonight, it's Minnesota and Penn State. This Penn State team has dropped 3 straight games. They've played very well here at home, and particularly in this building. Their last game was, I guess, technically a home game, but not here. They lost to Ohio State. What are you seeing from Penn State?
Yeah, I mean, veteran team, a lot of returners from last year. Had a really good non-conference. And like anybody, they've hit kind of a lull here these last 8 games. But they're a good team, and they're trying to get it fixed. And so my message to these guys was it can't mean more to them than it does to us tonight. And having that mentality, understanding your opponent. We talked a lot about that, like understanding the position that they're in right now, so you know what their mentality probably is. So there's no shock. There shouldn't be shock. Understand the environment, but no, we got to be a sound team against a veteran club that's backs up against it. We got to make sound decisions. We got to be detail oriented, and we got to have energy and juice.
What do they do defensively? I know they have created a lot of turnovers, and I think Mike Rhodes comes from some of that VCU Havoc background.
Yeah, now they've had to change it up a little bit this year because of injuries and numbers. They're really only playing about 6 guys, and so they can't do their normal full court, 40 minutes run and jump, trap. So what you've seen is just more in the half court being disruptive. If they can, deny and take some stuff away, if they can be active in playing gaps and get you to make a lazy pass and they get a steal and get in transition, my guess is they're going to be post doubling Dawson. So trying to create turnovers off the post double, all that type of stuff. Ace Baldwin on their team is one of the best in the country of just finding ways to create steals and create offense from his defense. And so we've got to be really aware of where he's at, both full court and then in the half court.
Yeah, Ace Baldwin, last year's Defensive Player of the Year in the Big Ten. I know you have mentioned to us in the postgame show the other day that you wanted maybe your guards to be a little more aggressive offensively. How big of a challenge is that when there's a guy like Baldwin on the floor, too? It's
a challenge from the standpoint of everything you do has to be strong and with force. It can't be lazy. That's where he kind of preys off of people is, when you get lazy with a cut or you get lazy, popping to catch and it's not into a body, or you get lazy just with a simple drive and kick and you take a reversal for granted, he really preys on that. And so you got to be tight with your handle, and then everything you do on the perimeter, whether it's cutting or moving it, you just got to be aware of where he's at and have that presence. He's got unbelievable freedom defensively, so he'll just leave guys and kind of roam, and you just got to be aware of it.
You mentioned Dawson may get doubled some. How do you guys hope to handle that? Do you want to try to beat the double early or pass out of the double or a combo of all of that?
Yeah, we've worked on the last couple games and in practice about, him just being aggressive with the dribble, if whether that's a face-up or that's dribbling out. Depending on what teams do, sometimes you hold the passer, sometimes you cut them through. But I think more of it is, him being able to play off the bounce versus the double versus trying to back down and see over the top. I think off the bounce is one of his strengths. So whether you're facing up and driving it or whether you're dribbling out and now we're getting it swung and getting it reversed so it gets to the other side is going to be a big point of emphasis.
You guys had success on this floor last year and against them at your place as well. It's another double play. You'll play these guys again coming up here in a couple of weeks. Can you draw off of last year too with this?
I think so. I mean, a little bit. The hard part is we don't have a ton of returners. You're talking to a smaller crowd, but for the guys that were here, hopefully they can spread the message. And we talked about them kind of spreading the message about here's the type of team they are. Here's the expectation. Anytime you beat a team twice, that has a lot of returners, they're gonna come back ready. You're not sneaking up on them. So even for the new guys, they need to know the environment they're coming into. They're probably still pissed off from last year, but that can't be more than we're pissed off to try to get a win. Right. And so I think at the end of the day, that's the point. And more for this group, just to kind of think about, all right, when we were at Iowa, what was our energy? What was our connectivity? What was our toughness? What was our feel? Because that's real to them. Go back to that.
This is one of those unique home courts, too, and that I don't think it would generally be regarded as one of the better home courts in the league, yet they're 10-1 in this building. They've played well here. Do you talk to your team about kind of what this environment's about here?
Yeah, we do. You just talk about, whether you're going to Indiana or Michigan State, that's one type of environment. You come here, it could be a different type of environment. Kind of create your own energy. Yep. You can't expect it to get from anywhere else, especially on the road. We got to find a way to create our own energy. And the circumstance, whether it's big crowd, small crowd, good record, bad record, it can't determine our, outlook on the game and our urgency to the game. And I think that's a maturity piece that we're continuing to try to develop. That circumstance can't change you. And we got to make sure that doesn't happen tonight.
All right, very good. Go get one.
All right, thanks.
There he is, the head coach of the Golden Gophers, Ben Johnson, sponsored by Western National Insurance. Stay with us. This is Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
This is Mike Grimm, voice of the Golden Gophers. As a business owner, do you have a game plan in place to stay focused on safety and preventing claims? Let our team help support your business. Federated Insurance offers a customizable lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you continue your winning streak. At Federated Mutual Insurance Company, it's our business to protect yours. Proud sponsor of Golden Gopher Athletics.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
Dear winner, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Welcome back to the Golden Gopher pregame show. Minnesota 11 and 11. That is Penn State 13-9. Time for the Big Ten report. It's sponsored by Cub. This is one of 5 games tonight in the Big Ten. Also tipping off coming up in a few minutes. Purdue is at Iowa, and then later on tonight, a couple of 8 o'clock games. Indiana at Wisconsin, USC at Northwestern, and then a 9 o'clock game. Michigan State tries to get back to its winning ways as they play at UCLA. The Spartans are ranked number 9. We have the starting lineup to the opening tip from State College when we come back from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
The human heart. It doesn't take days off, or hours, minutes, or seconds for that matter. It just keeps beating in steadfast, unrelenting service to each of us. So when your heart needs medical care, doesn't it deserve the most advanced treatments available, delivered by nationally recognized physicians and surgeons? Show your heart some love. Take it to mHealth Fairview. Visit mhealthfairview.org/heartcare to learn more.
Do you know how plastic bottles become shirts, shoes, or backpacks? What happens when your recyclables leave your curb? Can they really become something new? Visit WM.com to learn how WM helps turn your plastic bottles into everyday products, giving materials a second life. WM has the recycling infrastructure, innovation, and expertise to serve our Twin Cities community and care for our planet. The recycling process starts and ends with you. Visit WM.com to learn more.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Minnesota Gopher Premium Suites are your ticket to unforgettable game days.
Steps into the circle, he scores!
Enjoy exclusive amenities, prime views, and a private space to cheer on the maroon and gold with friends, family, or clients. Whether you're closing deals or making memories, a premium suite takes your Gopher game day experience to the next level. Elevates for a 3. Got it! Don't miss out. Suites are limited. Visit gophersports.com/premium. Elevate your game day experience.
Are you looking for concert or sports tickets? As a local Minnesota company, Ticket King is a company you can trust. They have seats to fit every budget and even offer parking or tailgating passes, and all tickets are guaranteed. Each order is personally attended to by one of our dedicated customer service representatives who are committed to providing you with a courteous, professional, quick, convenient experience. Visit us at ticketkingonline.com or call us directly at 612-341-4131.
We're in Happy Valley. It's big-time Big Ten basketball, Minnesota and Penn State here on this Tuesday night. As mentioned, we will have the starting lineups. We'll have the opening tip. It is all straight ahead. Minnesota trying to snap a 2-game skid. Penn State trying to halt a 3-game slide. Let's take a break, and we'll get it started when we come back. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Hey, it's Guardsy. Affinity Plus is once again showing their love to Gopher fans leading up to Valentine's Day this year. From February 1st through the 14th, you can register daily for your chance to win $3,000 worth of awesome prizes. Every day features a new prize up for grabs, including Gopher basketball and hockey tickets, concert tickets at the Fillmore, gift cards, and a lot more. Visit gophersports.com/Affinity Plus each day, February 1st through the 14th. That's your chance to win a new prize. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics, federally insured by NCUA.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Gopher fans, the 15th annual Goldies Run presented by Abbott is happening on Sunday, April 6th at Huntington Bank Stadium. Each year for the past 14 years, participants have run, walked, and enjoyed the very best in springtime running in the Twin Cities, including a memorable finish on the 50-yard line of Huntington Bank Stadium. New this year, in addition to a 5K, a 10-mile, and a kids run, is a 10K run. Truly something for everyone. Go to goldiesrun.com for information and to register. This is the event people come back for every spring. Goldies Run presented by Abbott. See you at the start line.
This has been the Minnesota Soybean Pregame Show on the Gopher Sports Network from Learfield. Now, turn it up. It's game time.
Wide open three in the air. In there, he got it. Laps it up and a dunk by Fox. What a beautiful play.
Gopher Basketball is brought to you by Minnesota Lottery. Are you ready to play? I'm in. Minnesota Lottery. Oh! Now, here's the voice of the Gophers, Mike Grimm.
And we're ready for starting lineups. They are sponsored by your local Northland Ford dealer. Visit buyfordnow.com and your local Northland Ford dealer today. Minnesota and Penn State. Let's give you the Penn State starters first. They come in 13-9 overall, 3-8 in the Big Ten, losers of 3 straight. Mike Rhodes is in year 2 here in Happy Valley as the head coach. He is a Pennsylvania native, and he is 29-26. They will go with Ace Baldwin, Nick Kern, and Freddie DeLeon as their guard court. And then their forward court will be Yannick Conan Niederhauser. He's the 7-footer, a transfer from Northern Illinois. And then making his first start this year is Kachi Enza. He had not been a starter. It had been Zach Hicks the previous 22 games. Hicks will not start, or Hicks will start, I beg your pardon. It will not be Niederhauser. He will not get the start tonight. He is the 7-footer who had started the first 22 games of the year. So it'll be Baldwin, Kern, DeLeon, Hicks, and Enza for Penn State. For Minnesota, 11-11 overall. Ben Johnson is the head coach in year 4, 52-65. In the Big Ten this year, he is 3-8. And they will go with that group that's been going with them for the last handful of games. Mike Mitchell, Femi Odekale, and Lakai Patterson at guards. Dawson Garcia and Parker Fox are your forward court. And the officials tonight, a veteran crew that includes DJ Karstensen. We've seen him a lot. Michael Irving and Will Howard. Those are your officials. Before we get to tip, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification all across the great state of Minnesota and the entire upper Midwest. 10 seconds. This is the Gopher Radio Network.
That has been our Minnesota soybean pregame show. Our thanks to you for listening. We're just about ready for college basketball. Your local Northland Ford dealer brought you the starting lineups. The Gophers come out in their road maroons with the gold and the white trim. Penn State still in the huddle with their home whites and the blue trim. And Al Nolan, what are a couple of things, as you mentioned in our pregame show, that we need to watch for here tonight?
Definitely just the old boards and the big men coming out and being physical. I know Fox didn't have the greatest of game last time. Coach kind of sat him down and got off script a little bit early. And so what he wants them to do is, go through, 5 passes on offense, get that ball moving. Then as the game starts to progress, then look for your spots, look for your slip to the basket and whatnot. Garcia obviously has to come out and make his presence known. He's a second leading scorer in the Big Ten right now. So I expect him to have a big game. But we talked about it. The guards, Patterson, Asima, they have to contribute today. I want to see them knock down some threes. I want to see them be aggressive. One or two of those guys are going to have to play really well today in order for the Gophers to get this win on the road. It was interesting, too, during the shoot-around today. The Gopher coaches were really imploring the team to identify how they were going to handle Garcia. They're not sure if they're going to get a lot of doubles or some doubles, and so there were a lot of options. I think how Dawson handles all of that tonight will be key as well. He's got 7 straight 20-plus scoring nights. Exactly, so he's pretty much seen it all, so he's just going to have to adjust on the fly as well as his teammates. But I think he'll have a strong game. I know he had a strong game here last year, and he's been laser-focused these past couple games, so I expect the same out of him. Yeah, and he's been just a heck of a shot maker over this stretch of games as well, shooting at an above 50% clip. And if you count conference games only, he does lead the Big Ten in scoring, right? If you remove the non-conference portion of it, just the 11 conference games Minnesota and the rest have played, he is the #1 scorer in the Big Ten. In Big Ten games only, he's averaging 21.4 points a game. That's big time. He's a big-time player, and it's been a treat watching him, and let's hope it pays dividends here. He will be tipping it up, and he will be tipping it up against Kachi Enza, who is from Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, making his first start of the season. He's a big kid, 6'8", long, and there is some length on this Penn State roster, and they control the tip. Hicks bounces back to Ace Baldwin. He is their point guard, transfer from VCU, came along with Mike Rhodes, the head coach who was at VCU prior to taking the job before last year. Baldwin off of a little pick and roll, feeds down low, shot blocked down low, and it's out of bounds off of Fox. He couldn't handle it. I think Oda Kelly got the block, and then the loose ball just kind of fumbled away from everybody, and it hit off of Fox's shin. It'll stay Penn State ball with 13 to shoot. Yeah, and I know Coach talked about Penn State's Ace Baldwin. He's averaging 14 points and 7 assists, so it's interesting to see he's putting, giving Lakai Patterson a defensive assignment earlier, so he's going to have a handful tonight. And here's a turnover on the inbound. The Penn State player fell down the intended target, and it ends up in Mike Mitchell's hands, so a turnover on the opening possession. And here is Mitchell. They'd like to see the guards, as Al mentioned, be a little more aggressive, a little better body language, quite candidly, as Al mentioned throughout that broadcast on Saturday from Patterson, Mitchell, and the rest. Here's a good look down low to Oda Kelly. Gave up, did not pass, or passed up on a layup attempt, and the ball is now trickling out to Mitchell. Back down low to Fox. Layup, good ball movement, and Fox has the first pickle out of the jar on a beautiful feed. Shot clock had been down to 1 on that layup, and it's 2-zip Gophers a minute in. Yeah, really good ball movement by the Gophers, and that's what you want to see early and often. Hicks gives out front for Kachi Enza, and now back to Kern. And now here's a ball that's deflected, but it stays in the Penn State end. Oda Kelly got a fingertip on it. Now it's back to DeLeon. DeLeon's a transfer from Tennessee. He was a number 46 national high school player in the country 2 years ago. Driving in with a shot, no good. That's Kern, missed it. And Oda Kelly high for the rebound, and the Gophers are sharp here on both ends, at least early on. A couple of really good defensive possessions there to force some misses. Here is Patterson, passed up a layup, gives to Garcia. His shot, no. Put back, no. And the rebound comes off to Hicks. Not sure why Patterson just didn't take the layup there. Yeah, he looked like he had a layup, however, on the pass. So, you want to see Garcia finish that one. Yeah, Garcia missed and then missed the tap back, too, and now Mitchell commits the foul. 2-0 the score, 18-13 to play here in this opening half at Happy Valley. We're at the Bryce Jordan Center. They got the end zone uppers. They curtain those off just to make a little more intimate atmosphere. And the sidelines a little less than half full right now on this Tuesday night. One of 5 games in Big Ten play. Ace Baldwin with it out near the logo of Penn State. Gives to Hicks, and now left side of the wing for DeLeon. DeLeon gives right side. This is Kern, the St. Louis product, and he lost his footing and a tie ball as he and Oda Kelly tied it up. He got caught between steps and fell down. Mike Rhodes thought there should have been a foul.
Ben Johnson thought there should have been a travel, so they say it's a tie ball, and the alternating possession goes to Minnesota.
Yeah, either way, I feel like it should have been a turnover on Penn State, which it eventually ended up being.
I agree. The only downside is the Gophers lose the arrow, but they do get the ball. They lead it 2-0. We're 2 minutes in. O'Kelly bringing it up on Hicks. They send a double his way. He steps through the double and finds Fox. He's well outside the three-point stripe, and now he wants to attack, and he does, and a layup is partially blocked. The rebound comes off to Kern for Penn State. He'll bring it up near side, trailing 2-0. Now he motors with a pass into Ace Baldwin into the right corner. Baldwin, their leading scorer, in some trouble. He now gives to Kern, who's had a hot hand of late. Now to DeLeon, and they pass down low to Hicks. He's doubled there by Mitchell. Kick back out to DeLeon. Freddie DeLeon, he's out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. 3 to shoot, now 2 to shoot. He has to force up a long 3. Barely caught rim. Offensive rebound down low. No, they're going to say a shot clock. And I thought that ball did catch the rim. Mike Rhodes didn't like it. That could have been a putback opportunity for Penn State down low by Enza. And now they'll review it.
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, but good D right there by the Gophers are really moving their feet, closing out under control. And on that last offensive possession, Fox took it to the basket, and that's going to be there. He has a 7-footer on him, so he's going to be a lot quicker than the guy. So, he loves to do his patented, fake handoff and then slip to the basket. So that will be there. So he's going to have to continue to look at that.
Looking at the replay behind us, we got to... I do think the ball did hit that left side of the rim, maybe. Well, that angle now, maybe not either, huh? What do you think? Hard to tell.
Yeah, it looked like I think you were correct. I think it hit the left side of the rim and then hit the backboard.
So if they rule it hit the rim, Penn State will get an inbound, I assume, here. If they say no, then the call will stand and the Gophers force a turnover. Gophers have played great defense here, pitching a shutout so far. Penn State is 0 for 3 with 2 turnovers, but they've struggled a little bit clearing the glass, and that was one of your keys. You got to get the rebound on a miss.
Yeah, they definitely do, and I feel like they can dominate this Penn State team if they're just active and playing with a lot of energy. And I also like on this last possession is Patterson's defense on ball when he's really, taking that assignment serious early on in these first 3 minutes.
Well, they're taking a long look at it. They brought in the second official, and I think they are going to say it hit the rim, it looks like. And Minnesota will be on defense. So a bit of a break for Minnesota because I think Enza would have had a chance to put that right back up, right? As he was going up, the whistle blew to put it back in.
Yeah, it would have been tough, though. He had a tough angle.
It was contested,
It was contested.
Yeah. So the ball hits the rim. They put 19 on the shot clock. And it'll be an inbound right side as you look in. Ace Baldwin will be the trigger man. New man in there is DeMarco Dunn. He gives in for Kern. Kern has it at the block, working to O'Kelly. Spinning. Tries to muscle his way in. O'Kelly doesn't give up any ground and forces the pass out. Good job there, Dunn. Now gives to Goodman, freshman who's into the game for the first time as well. Kern with 2 to shoot, into the paint, pass down low, shot up, blocked, and that will be a shot clock violation. Boy, good defense here early on for Minnesota.
Yeah, really good defense. A lot of feet moving. They're calling out the screens. Great job switching and helping right there. Gophers are off to a good start.
Isaac Osama, the first sub off the bench for Minnesota. That's brought to you by the Minnesota Lottery. Ready to get in the game? Just say I'm in. Isaac Osama, the freshman from Cherry, Minnesota, says he's in. Mike Mitchell will get the first breather of the night for the Maroon and Gold, who lead it 2-0. Low-scoring start here. Minnesota is 1 for 4. Penn State 0 for 4 from the floor. Penn State with 3 turnovers so far. Patterson gives to O'Kelly, now to Osama. Bouncing back to O'Kelly on the right wing. A little shovel back to Osama. Now to Fox outside the stripe. 5 to shoot for the Gophers. Here's Patterson wanting to drive. He has to force up a long 2. Rims out. And the rebound comes off to Goodman for Penn State. Miles Goodman, number 84 ranked player in the country last year, missed the first 13 games of the season and now is back in the lineup for the last 6. He got his first game action in January. Here's a ball that's poked away, but it comes to Baldwin with 10 to shoot. crowd growing a little antsy 4 minutes in. No point yet for the Nittany Lions, and another turnover as Baldwin tried to find a player along the baseline. Kern, and a baseball pass sails out of bounds. Turnover number 4 on Penn State. Gophers will get it again when we come back. We've played 4 minutes and 1 second, and we have 1 field goal combined. The Gophers lead it 2-0. Stay with us from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
The University of Minnesota teams and traditions are legendary. Our team at Strategic Wealth Designers are proud to be a partner of Minnesota Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team the Golden Gophers Trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Gophers.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Dear winner, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Now's the perfect time to partner with Gopher student athletes as influencer marketers. Imagine your company featured in social media content, live appearances, and even out-of-home advertising. From hosting B2B clients with clinics to creating marketing materials that connect to end consumers. Visit gophersports.com/NIL. That is gophersports.com/NIL to start your winning partnership and grow your brand with the power of Gopher Pride.
Minnesota with a 2-0 lead on Penn State. 15:59 to play here first half. Welcome back to State College. We're in the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. The Gophers have forced 4 turnovers here in the first 4 minutes, and each one of those turnovers not only helps the Gophers, but also the community. Federated Mutual Insurance Company donates $50 for every Gopher forced turnover this year. That money goes to Big Brothers Big Sisters all season long. At Federated Insurance, it's our business to protect yours. Great defense so far here for the Golden Gophers, Al Nolan.
Yeah, definitely. We talked about it in pregame about the Gophers trying to look to create some turnovers. However, now they've been able to create some turnovers, but they have to execute them into points as though they're not shooting the ball that well right now.
It's interesting in this Big Ten schedule. Minnesota's 3-8, Penn State's 3-8. We saw Washington on Saturday. They had been 1-8, and those 3 teams in particular, and some of it's self-fulfilling because you're not winning a lot of games amongst that threesome, but they had played everybody basically in the top half of the Big Ten. Well, now they're starting to play each other, and we're starting to see, hey, you want to play in Indy because those bottom 3 aren't making it. This is a big game here tonight. I mean, from that standpoint.
Absolutely. You're correct. And like you said, everybody's kind of starting to fill it in and see where everybody stands right now. So this is a very, very important game.
You know, Oregon, the Gophers put it to Oregon a couple of weeks ago. They have still not recovered. They lost at home to Nebraska last night. Nebraska has not been really known as a road warrior. So it's a funky league when you got 18 teams and everyone's really basically playing everybody only once. Here's Garcia for Minnesota missed the shot. Put back is good. Garcia gets a second chance point, and Minnesota leads it 4-0. Good job there for Garcia to stay with it. His first bucket of the night. Here's another turnover as Goodman dropped the ball on the entry. Asama outlets ahead to Patterson. Now to Asama, back to Garcia in the mid-post. He is single-teamed. They sent one guy at him, and then he's sagged away. Now to Odekali, and Minnesota will reset. And away from the ball, what do we have here? Foul on Trey Edmonds, who's into the game. I did not see that. That was away from the ball. DJ Carstensen must have gotten a little pushing match down low.
Yeah, it was a silly foul. He just pushed the guy out the window and tried to post up, but he tried to point at the ref. It was like, Edmonds, that's a foul.
Yeah. Back to Garcia's putback on the previous possession. That means it's a second chance for Hunger. That's presented by Affinity Plus. Every second chance point scored all season long, Affinity Plus donates $25 to Second Harvest Heartland. So that bucket was worth $50. Here's Hicks, a three that rims out. Rebound is tipped, and the Gophers have it. Isaac Osama. Minnesota leading 4-0. Gophers have pitched a shutout through the first 5 minutes here. Penn State comes in averaging 82 points a game and 74 points a game in Big Ten play. Here's Garcia slashing in, hops toward the free throw line, gives to Osama with 10 to shoot. Isaac doesn't have a dribble now, gives to Edmonds. He wants to go to work, and he had it turned over. He had it stripped away, his second straight turnover. Dunn into the offensive end. And on the right wing, this is Stewart, a freshman. He wanted to shoot, does. Now he gets the shot in the air. It's no good on a three attempt. Garcia skies for the rebound, and Penn State now 0 for 6 with 5 turnovers. 4-0 Gophers.
Yeah, and this is where the Gophers have to take advantage of that and convert on some of these to try to build a little bit of a lead and cushion.
Here's a ball tipped out of bounds by Ace Baldwin, last year's Defensive Player of the Year in the Big Ten. Trey Edmonds coming out, Frank Mitchell coming in. Fox was out for Edmonds. Mike Mitchell also back in, and Lakai Patterson will get a breather. It's likely we'll see Dawson get his normal breather coming up around that 12-minute mark. That has been standard operating procedure for the coaching staff, and then he really has not rested much in close games in the second half. He's really added on endurance. He wants to shoot a three, and it's no good, does Dawson. Hicks the rebound for Penn State. Up into the offensive end. Out front is Dunn, giving left side now to Stewart. Stewart, the freshman, three-star recruit out of Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Here's Dunn into the paint. He got the first bucket of the night. DeMarco Dunn, the UNC transfer, makes it 4-2 Minnesota. It took them almost 6.5 minutes to get a bucket, 13:30 to play. The good news is the Gophers allowed just a bucket through all that. The bad news is they only scored 2 buckets themselves. It's a 2-point game. Minnesota's 2 of 8 from the floor. Here's a pass that's tipped out of bounds off of Hicks. I'll make that off of Enza, and it'll stay Minnesota ball with 12 to shoot.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, it's looking like it's going to be an ugly game. That's why I was saying they have to get extra possessions, because obviously it looks like they're not going to really be shooting that ball too well. And they've had some easy looks at the basket, so they're going to have to figure it out and focus a little bit more and convert those into points.
Yeah, the teams right now have combined 3 of 15. Here's Garcia. He's off the mark on another shot attempt. Dawson has been aggressive. He's 1 for 6 now. The rebound to Dunn for Penn State. They can tie the game with a bucket or take the lead with a 3. It's Stewart for the lead from the corner, and it's good. And just like that, all that great hard work is out the window. Penn State has a 5-4 advantage. We are 7 minutes into the game. And now here's a near turnover. Zodicali threw it ahead. He got tipped out of bounds by Stewart. Back into the game now is Nick Kern for Penn State. Hicks comes out. Penn State very thin. They have not played. They have injuries, first of all, including Puff Johnson, who's got a hand injury. He will not play tonight. We have not seen Niederhauser. I'm not sure what's going on with him. He may be out as well. He did play and scored 21 in the game against Ohio State. Here's an inbound and a foul on Enza, his first. But Mike Rhodes had basically been playing 7 guys the last 6 games, with Puff Johnson not playing much. Osama gives into Odicali, waiting for a screen from Frank Mitchell with 15 to shoot. Odicali in some trouble. Penn State loves to defend. They will run a guy at a guy. Now Mike Mitchell with 6. Tried to get it to Frank, who had to track down a loose ball. Puts it on the floor, takes it into the paint, and he charges right into Ace Baldwin, the Defensive Player of the Year in the Big Ten, and he's not going to get called for a block there. That was a little bit out of control. Hard to blame Frank Mitchell, though. Shot clock's winding down. He's got to do something there.
Yeah, it's not the big man's fault. You know, he just has to go at the basket with a hope and a prayer. However, the guards are going to have to put some pressure on Penn State right now. Penn State's playing a little like, you know, 3/4 quarter defense, and then if they do turn their back, they're looking to trap, and then they're coming out showing really hard on that screen, so they're going to have to figure out how to adjust to that.
Mike Rhodes was an assistant for Shaka Smart at VCU. You know, they ran that havoc defense at Chaos, and they don't do it as much at Marquette with him, but in terms of Shaka Smart, here's a drive and a foul, and it'll be free throws coming for Penn State. That said, you heard Ben Johnson in the pregame. They try to do some of that in the full court, but now that they don't have kind of the full roster of depth, they're doing a lot more of trying to create some havoc just in the half court. To the line here will be Dominic Stewart. Nope, I beg your pardon. This is Dunn, DeMarco Dunn, senior out of Tucson, North Carolina transfer. He's got a bucket tonight and now has a free throw. And it's a 6-0 run. Minnesota had a 4-0 lead, and now Penn State has scored 6 straight Gophers, one of their last 8.
Yeah, and they just have to space the floor, because early in this game, they were able to find a lot of nicks and crannies to get themselves to the basket. They're just going to have to calm down, continue to attack the big on his hip when they pop out on that pick and roll. I know Osama was able to draw a foul, which was nice to see, but then they're going to have to look for that quick pocket pass as well when the big jumps out so hard on them.
Ace Baldwin will get a breather. This is around that 12-minute mark where he'll get a break as well. Garcia stays in the game. Osama in. Odekali getting a breather as Patterson's back into the game. Osama will bring it up. Working against Stewart defensively. 7 straight now for Penn State. Under 12 to play. We're in the first. Next stoppage of play will be immediate timeout. Here's Mitchell throwing the ball a turnover, and then turned it over right back did Kern. And now they're going to have to reset the shot clock. The shot clock reset, and that will bring us to our official timeout under 12 minute anyway. They will likely just put 20 on the shot clock. They may have to review it. Anyway, we'll get it set when we come back. We have to take our break. Gophers trailing 7-4. Low scoring first 8+ minutes. 11:44 to play from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Everlight Solar is the premier home solar company in the Midwest and a proud sponsor of Minnesota Gopher Athletics. We make going solar simple and affordable with $0 down. To learn more about solar for your home or see our employment opportunities, visit everlightsolar.com.
This is Mike Grimm for Washburn McCreevy Funeral Chapels and Cremation Services with 18 Twin Cities locations. Washburn McCreevy is celebrating more than 165 years of serving Minnesota. When the time comes to remember a loved one and to celebrate life, let Washburn McCreevy guide you. Go to washburnmccreevy.com to find out more. Since 1857, Washburn McCreevy and the Golden Gophers, proud of the tradition they've established. Golden Gopher men's hockey returns to 3M Arena at Mariucci for their final regular season home games this weekend. Help cheer on the Gophers as they face off against Ohio State. Get your tickets at gophersports.com. Health Fairview Pediatrics, comprehensive, compassionate care created just for kids, because the most important people in your world are their whole world. Learn more at mhealthpeds.org. Welcome back. Minnesota will have the ball coming out of the timeout. There's 28 on the shot clock. They will inbound near their bench in the backcourt. Garcia does not get the breather here, we thought, and that has been the standard MO, but not right now. He will stay in the game. He'll got the breather, of course, for the 12-minute timeout. Osama, Mitchell, Garcia, and who's the fifth gopher? There's Patterson. He was in amongst the Penn State cheerleaders hiding from me there. There he is. So it'll be an inbound in the backcourt for Minnesota.
Yeah, and what the Gopher guards are going to want to do is that big man is showing so hard, you're going to want to punish him. So bring him with you. You want to try and draw two and draw him out far, so then it gives you, a 4-on-3 on the back end.
Kern is into the game with Filione, Enza, Stewart. Jovan Carter is now in the game for Penn State as well. Garcia gives into the corner. Mike Mitchell a three that hit the side of the backboard, no good. Crowd giving him the business a little bit, and the rebound comes to Kern. Gophers have now hit just one of their last 9 shots. They have 4 turnovers in the last 4 minutes. In what has been so far not the prettiest of basketball games here in the Big Ten. Penn State leading 7-4. They're on a 7-0 run. Here's Stewart with a left-hand dribble. Gives to Kern, the St. Louis product. Transfer from VCU. Behind the back dribble. Passes down low. Enza in the paint. Pivots. Hook shot is no good. Rebound tip. That's off Penn State Stewart. And it'll be Minnesota ball in the backcourt. Parker Fox coming in. Frank Mitchell will come out. And Odekali will also come in. And here's Dawson getting a breather at the 11-minute mark.
Yeah, and right now the offense has become a little bit stagnant, and they're allowing Penn State to kind of stand around, and they're not getting to move a lot like they did early on in the game, so they're going to have to get back to really moving that ball quickly.
Gophers pitched a shutout for the first almost 6.5 minutes. Now Penn State has a shutout going of more than 5 minutes. Here is Patterson giving out front to Fox. Parker gives to Mike Mitchell on the right wing. Feeds back to Fox along the baseline right. Hops up into the air and gives to Osama. Osama feeds down low. Odekali layup good. Nice take by Odekali and good ball movement there. Odekali's first bucket. That gets the Gophers off the snide and it's 7-6 Nittany Lions.
Yeah, and right there in that possession, they had about 5 or 6 passes to really get that Nittany Lion defense moving, and then they was able to find Odekali right on the basketball layup.
Kern with a three that's good. Right in line with kind of our angle on it. It was on line and down the old spittoon. He's a 33% three-point shooter. That's his 4th three all year. He was 3 for 9 coming in. And it's a 4-point Penn State lead, their largest of the night. We're at the midway point here of the first half. Here's Osama on a drive, missed the shot, got his own rebound. He'll bounce it back out to Patterson, and Minnesota will have a second chance opportunity. Odekali to Fox. Here's a drive. Osama lost it, but it trickles over to Mike Mitchell. Back to Osama. Open three, left wing, back iron, no. Odekali skies for the rebound. His putback 6-footer, no. And Kern the rebound for Penn State. Gophers had a couple of cracks at it there. 3 bites of the apple, nothing doing. Here's Kern on the drive. Odekali blocked the shot late. Kern got it back. Then the ball got poked away by Fox. And here comes Minnesota's Odekali picking up the loose ball. Into the offensive end. He has it out front. Gives to Patterson on the right wing. Gophers down 4, 10-6. On the march is Mitchell. He gives to Patterson, who rattles home a 16-footer straight on, just outside the free throw line. Makes it 10-8. The lead is 2 for Penn State.
And that started with Patterson. He got off that pick and roll, got to the big sign in the middle, was able to pass it back out, and was able to get that ball back at the free throw line and knock down a nice 2.
Amazing what ball movement can do here these last 3 possessions, right?
Yes, sir.
Here is Stewart on the left wing for Penn State. One-hand pass to Kern. He wants to drive, and he got fouled there by Odekali across the forearm. It'll be Odekali's first, and Minnesota's make that his second, I beg your pardon. That's 2 on Odekali, 5 now on Minnesota. Penn State been whistled for just 1 foul. Wholesale subs now, 3 new ones in for Penn State, including Ace Baldwin back into the game. DeLeon is in as well, along with Hicks and Dunn. Kern, the 5th man out there. Inbound to Dunn, now to Kern, right wing. Top of the key now. DeLeon on the drive, gives back to Hicks. Hicks with good length, finds a backdoor cut. Oh, and losing the ball, but getting it back is DeLeon. He'll pass to Kern, missed the 3, and the rebound comes off to Minnesota. Gophers down 2, can tie or take the lead this possession. 8.5 to play first half in a low-scoring, slow first half. Here's Osama on the wing right. Gives out front to Patterson, left side Mike Mitchell. Mitchell to Fox, skip pass, stolen away. Parker fired it right to Kern and another turnover. 5 for Minnesota. Here is Hicks, the 3 on the other end, no, and the rebound Garcia. Garcia's had a slow night, 1 of 6 from the floor, 2 points. Nobody's hitting shots. Minnesota 4 of 15, Penn State 3 of 14. Patterson out front, Gophers down by 2, 8 minutes to play in the opening half. Osama, 1 dribble, gives to Fox on the wing right. Lobbing into traffic, good catch by Garcia, and then he dropped it. He had it and then lost it as he landed. There was a good catch at the top, but couldn't hold on. Here's Baldwin. Oh, his shot rejected. LeBron James style by Parker Fox. It hit off the backboard so hard it rolls into the backcourt. Not a violation. Penn State tracks it down. And they will reshuffle. 13 to shoot. Dunn with it, right wing. Centering the ball into the paint. High-arcing layup, good. Dunn is off to a good start. He's got 6 of Penn State's 12 points, and it's 12-8. Penn State leading by 4. 7:20 to play here in this first half. Penn State trying to snap a 3-game skid. Minnesota trying to cease a 2-game slide. Here's Mitchell. Gives into the corner to Osman. The ball poked away, out of bounds off of Baldwin, and that will bring us to our next media timeout. 7:03 to play in this first half. Minnesota trailing 12-8 in State College. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
This season, Minnesota soybean farmers are defending against harmful PFAS chemicals by investing soy checkoff dollars into soy foam, a bio-based fire suppressant made with soy flour and 0 PFAS chemicals or forever chemicals. We can't lose when farmers are protecting the environment and fire responders while also growing demand for soy. Learn how the soy checkoff protects Minnesotans' own court and scores buckets for the economy by visiting mnsoybean.org.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Minnesota Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
You can guarantee yourself a Minnesota maroon and gold win when you sell your business with Sunbelt Business Advisors. Sunbelt is a local alumni-owned company and proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics. Sunbelt provides business owner brokerage services to small businesses as well as mergers and acquisition services for companies up to $150 million in revenue. Are you thinking about selling? Sunbelt can help you make the most from your life's work. Visit sunbeltminnesota.com for a free confidential value range. Minnesota's largest seller of companies. sunbeltminnesota.com.
Live from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball.
Well, the two teams have combined for 13 turnovers, and it's 12-8. Penn State leading Minnesota here. 7:03 to play in the first half. Mike Rimmel Nolan with you from University Park. We want to thank Bob Taylor, our engineer. Brian Freeman is our Gopher Radio Network producer. And, it hasn't been the prettiest thing so far. We're probably not going to send the tape of this one into the Naismith Hall of Fame, but the Gophers are down 4, a possession or two, and all of a sudden, you got an opportunity here to maybe get, not that they're out of it, they're in it, but it could turn...
They're down 4 points.
Yeah, they're down 4. They're right there. So
I knew I could feel that this was be an ugly game. You talked about the crowd, and that's the type of environment. And so the Gophers are going to have to withstand that, but also they're going to have to figure out how to get themselves some layups and some easy baskets. And what they have to understand is their scoring opportunities aren't going to come on the second pass. It's going to typically come on the third and the fourth. They're getting that ball moving.
Out of the media timeout, Osama, Mitchell, Patterson, and Rigsby now in at the guards. Osama tries a 3, no good, and Dunn the rebound for Penn State. The 5th Gopher out there is Garcia. First time we've seen Rigsby here in this first half. Ace Baldwin now with the ball. He has yet to score in this one. He's 7 shy of 1,600 career points. Oh, and here's Dunn right around Mike Mitchell, and an easy layup. Dunn is off to a fantastic start. He's got 8 of the 14 points, and it's 14-8. Largest lead of the night for either team. It's 6 right now for Penn State. Gophers have scored 8 points here in just about 14 minutes.
Yeah, and that's what's really changed the ball game is Mike Mitchell knocks down the 3 right there. Penn State's brought in Dunn, and he's just been able to get to the basket at will, and that's 8 points. So they're going to have to figure out how to cut his water off, and somebody's going to have to help out.
Dunn gets into the paint, passes off, layup good, and that layup there is DeLeon. He's got the bucket. 16-11 now. Minnesota down 5. We'll see if that 3 gets Mike Mitchell going. He has struggled of late. 10 for his last 40 overall. 7 for his last 28 from 3. Here's Mitchell. He's going to fire another 3. That one's no good. And Dunn the rebound for the Nittany Lions. Leading by 5. Here comes Penn State. 5:40 to go in the half. Left-hand dribble, Ace Baldwin. Passes into the mid-post left to Kern, working on Mike Mitchell. Back out to Baldwin. 12 to shoot for the Nittany Lions. 5.5 to play. We're in the first. DeLeon into the paint. Working on Osama. His shot off the window, no. And Garcia goes up high. Another board for him. He's already at 5 rebounds. 5:15 to go. Quiet Bryce Jordan Center right now here. Penn State leading by 5. Here's Osama. Gives to Dawson. He'll try a 3 left wing. Short. And the rebound comes off to DeLeon, and then the outlet and a foul on Mike Mitchell, his second. Mitchell tried to sneak in and pilfer that outlet. Not a bad idea, but he was just a tick late, and late enough that he ended up across the arm of the intended receiver.
Yeah, like you said, right idea, just a tick late. But I'm sure if he didn't have me down, he could have got that steal. But the Gophers are going to have to pick it up on the defensive end. They're allowing Penn State to dribble and drive to that basket and get in that paint too much, and they have to protect that. They did a good job in the first 3 to 4 minutes of the game. Now they're just getting in the paint at will.
Yeah, and Kern has an easy layup on that one. Up and good, firing from straight on, and it's 18-11 now. Good entry pass. It's the largest lead of the night for Penn State. Gophers trailed last year twice to Penn State, both here and there, by double digits in the first half, and came back to win both those games. And here's a drive and a foul. Foul is on Kern. His first, just the second foul on Penn State. It'll be an inbound situation. It was not on a shot. It was on a dribble drive. And it'll be Isaac Osama to pull the trigger on the inbound right side as you look in. Gophers trailing by 7. 4:39 to play first half. More than 15 minutes in, Gophers with just 11 first half points. Here's Mitchell down low. Garcia, right-handed layup good. And a nice feed by Mike Mitchell. 18-13 Penn State. 4:30 to play in this half. Here's Hicks. He drives in on Garcia. Got him in the air. Spin, fadeaway shot good. As cold as they were to start, they're starting to heat it up. They're getting better looks. And the lead is back to 7, Penn State. 20-13. 4:10 to play in this opening half. Here's Osama on the drive. Kick out to Patterson. A jab step. And now they work the perimeter to Mike Mitchell. Mitchell waits for a screen. Not much there. 7 to shoot. In some trouble. Needs somebody with 4. Now to Osama. He drives in with 1 and gives to Mitchell, and they didn't get the shot off. He made the 3, but it was after the shot clock expired. 3:49 to go first half. Penn State 20 and Minnesota 13. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Dear winner, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Do you know how plastic bottles become shirts, shoes, or backpacks? What happens when your recyclables leave your curb? Can they really become something new? Visit WM.com to learn how WM helps turn your plastic bottles into everyday products, giving materials a second life. WM has the recycling infrastructure, innovation, and expertise to serve our Twin Cities community and care for our planet. The recycling process starts and ends with you. Visit WM.com to learn more.
Take a playcation to Mystic Lake. With 24/7 gaming, the good times never have to end. And you can satisfy your cravings at our restaurants and bars. Or relax in one of our luxurious hotel rooms. Those that play together, stay together. And don't forget to join Club M, so you can spark new memories and bask in the rewards along the way. Follow the lights to Mystic Lake, where every day is play day.
Welcome back. We're at the Bryce Jordan Center here in University Park, Pennsylvania. 3:49 to play in this first half, and a low-scoring first half. Penn State 20, Minnesota 13. They just gave away, was that a Wi-Fi speaker they were giving away? Is that what you were screaming you wanted it?
Yeah. Give me the Wi-Fi speaker. They weren't going to get it up here to me, though.
They weren't going to bring it up to the Gopher Radio Network Federated Insurance broadcast booth to give it to Al Nolan, that's for sure. Well, slow start. We've talked about it. Gophers hanging tough here, down 7 as we are approaching halftime. Ben Johnson in the pregame talked about that last 3 minutes of the first half Saturday really was the most detrimental 3 minutes of the entire game. So a big stretch right now.
Yeah, it definitely is. And he's going small right now, so these guys need to be able to move their feet and fly around. And then also on the offensive end, I would like to see Patterson get a little more aggressive with his sturdy upper body. You know, he loves to post up, but I would like to see him get down in that paint with a sturdy upper body, maybe pivot around and try to get his shot up. This is when your team needs your point guard to look to create when the offense is becoming stagnant.
The Gophers have one road win. That was a couple of weeks ago in Iowa City in a similar setting, and they controlled that from the get-go. They jumped out to a 4-0 lead here and didn't give up a point for almost 6.5 minutes, but Penn State has grabbed control of the game, and here's a drive by Baldwin and a left-handed layup that's good, and the lead is 9 now, 22-13 Penn State. Largest lead of the evening. 3:25 to play in the half. Here's Rigsby on the receiving end of a pass from Osama to break the press, and now the Gophers will set up shop on the offensive end with 15 to shoot. Patterson has a bucket tonight. He's got the ball and gives to Garcia. Skip pass to Mike Mitchell. Now off to Osama. He wants to drive, and he got bumped out front by DeLeon, his first and the third foul on Penn State, so not a shooting situation.
Yeah, and that's what you like to see. You get it to Garcia, the double off of the third pass. Osama drives it to the basket, they're able to draw a foul. So the guards are going to have to continue there. Put some pressure on Penn State. They're driving by us every single time. We got to do the same with them.
Osama with it on the inbound, centering the ball. Did not play much in that second half, not until very late. There was a lot of discussion about that. He's played most of this first half, actually. Here's Patterson. Left-hand dribble on the wing left. Gives out to Rigsby. Rigsby on the drive, layup. Good. It sat on the rim and trickled through. A good soft touch for the Oregon transfer. And it's 22-15. The lead's cut to 7 with 2:40 to go. Quickly the other way. The driving layup is no good by DeLeon. Garcia hauls in his 6th carom. And the Gophers will try to cut into the 7-point Nittany Lion lead with 2.5 to go. We're in the first. Here's Patterson. He's trying to back down DeLeon in a single team. Ace Baldwin flashes, now comes to double. The shot is up, no good. Weak side rebound to Dunn, who wants to run. He fires ahead right side to Kern into the offensive end. And now Nick Kern will dribble with the left hand, crossing over on Osama, kicking into the corner. Dunn a 3, good. Dunn has had a big first half. He's in double figures with 11. And just like that, it's a 10-point lead, 25-15. Here's Rigsby with a dunk. Wow. He came flying in almost coast to coast. No one cut him off, and he threw it through with a big windmill right hand, and it's 25-17 Nittany Lions. And now here's a steal. Patterson had it, lost it, but he got it poked away, and Ben Johnson will use a use it or lose it timeout. Minnesota will have the ball coming out of this timeout. Gophers trailing it here 25-17. What a drive and dunk there by Rigsby.
Listen, that's what we've been waiting to see. We've been talking about it all season, about his athleticism, and he got to the basket, saw one go down. They opened the lane from him. I'm sure they didn't know he can get up like that, and he rolls up. Jump from about the Big Ten lane right there.
8-point lead for Penn State. We saw his athleticism. Remember in the exhibition game from very early on, he had all those block shots and dunks in the exhibition game against Hamlin. And he started for Minnesota the first 10 games of the year, and then his minutes have shrunk since. Part of that because Mike Mitchell got healthy, right? He was playing a lot, and then when Mitchell got healthy, somebody's minutes had to shrink a little, and Rigsby had that, and then he just went into a shooting slump, and other guys were getting an opportunity. Maybe this will get him going.
Yeah, hopefully this is getting him going, because this is the Brennan Rigsby that we're used to seeing, accustomed to seeing, and this is what we want to see, and he's being aggressive, and Penn State right now is pressing, so they're sending 2, and they were able to find him in the middle, a little bit above the three-point line. He turned and had a wide open lane, and man, he rose up. You guys had to see that one.
Yeah, that will be one that you'll want to watch on the highlight reel. He stays in the game with Patterson, Osama, Rigsby, Odekali with 2 fouls back into the game. Garcia out there as well. So the Gophers have cut it to 8. And still 1:43 to play in this first half. Patterson threw it away. Tried to get it to Garcia, and it was swiped away. Here's Stewart. He'll fire a 3. No good. And Rigsby high for the rebound for Minnesota. He's going to center the ball. And we'll hand it off now to Osama, who enters the offensive end, and he got nudged in a foul right over near the Penn State bench. DeMarco Dunn, who's got 11 points in this first half, commits the foul. His first, just the fourth on Penn State.
And Osama's quickness looks like it's a problem from Penn State. He's been able to draw a couple fouls, so I want him to continue to be aggressive off those pick and rolls, or if they're trying to press him full court.
He gets a screen here from Garcia on the inbound. With the ball is Osama. Picks up the dribble around the free throw line. It bounces out to Oda Kelly with 12 to shoot. Femi finds Lakai under the basket, up and good. Lakai Patterson with an easy layup. Good look by Oda Kelly. 4 in a row for Minnesota, and the lead is 6 for Penn State. 25-19, 1:05 to play in this first half. Good offensive set there for the maroon and gold. Here's Stewart. One hand pass to Dunn. Dunn working on Osama. Taking it right at Osama, and Osama swiped it away. Here come the Gophers on a run to try to shrink the lead even more. Stop and start move. Osama into the paint, lost it. It comes off to Garcia. His layup is good. 6 in a row for Minnesota. The lead is cut to 4. 25-21. 9 turnovers now by the Nittany Lions, including 2 straight. Dunn gives to Kern. It's about a 12-second shot clock, game clock difference. Another turnover. And Minnesota can hold for 1, down 4. Patterson swiped it away. 3 straight turnovers. Minnesota on a 6-0 run. They've hit 3 straight field goals.
Yeah, and it's great defense these past couple of possessions. They have active hands, and guys are really moving their feet, and it helps to have Oda Kelly out there with Garcia add a little bit of length.
10 to shoot, now 8 to shoot. Here's Patterson, and he got fouled, made the shot, but they wave it off. It's not an and one. They have fouls to give, so it's not a shooting situation either. Foul is on Stewart. His first, team's 5th. They have 1 more to give should they want it. Mike Mitchell will come in, and let's see who he's going to come in for. He'll come in for Osama. Oda Kelly will be the trigger man with 6.2 seconds. Penn State may want to foul again here just to make it more difficult in Minnesota. And if so, the Gophers could try to read that and maybe get a shot up. Inbound to Mitchell. He does get a shot up on the inbound, airball. The rebound comes off to Hicks with 2 with 1 into the offensive end. His 3 is short, and that will end the half with Minnesota down by 4, 25-21. The Gophers, when trailing at the half this year, are 4-8. Penn State, when leading at the half this season, 12-0. The Gophers are going to try to thwart that string. Right now, the Gophers trail by 4, 25-21. Frank Mitchell, did he have some words there heading off? It looked like maybe there was a word or two with one of the Penn State guys as they cross paths.
Yeah, I think there was a little bump, and the ref tried to pull him, get the other guy, pull him together. Like, we're not for that. Well, let's go to the locker room, guys.
Everybody get to the locker room. Cooler heads will prevail, and we'll have second half basketball coming up. Stay with us. The halftime show's coming up. It's sponsored by Western National Insurance. We'll have our halftime discussion with Al Nolan and a whole bunch more. 25-21, Penn State leading Minnesota. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
Cheering on the Gophers has never been so easy. Shop the Cub Bakery for festive cakes, cookies, and cupcakes dressed up in Gopher gear. Pro tip, pre-order online at Cub.com, drop in your local Cub, or order directly on the phone and we'll have it ready for you. Cub, the official grocer of Gopher Athletics and the exclusive home of the Gopher Athletics baked treats.
The human heart. It doesn't take days off, or hours, minutes, or seconds for that matter. It just keeps beating in steadfast, unrelenting service to each of us. So when your heart needs medical care, doesn't it deserve the most advanced treatments available, delivered by nationally recognized physicians and surgeons? Show your heart some love. Take it to mHealth Fairview. Visit mhealthfairview.org/heartcare to learn more.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Minnesota Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
You depend on CenterPoint Energy to deliver energy for what matters most to you, your neighbors, and throughout the land of 10,000 lakes, so we can all make a better tomorrow. That's why we're investing in the latest technology to reduce emissions, offer rebates on qualifying energy-efficient natural gas equipment, and provide energy-saving programs that help save you money. Look ahead at centerpointenergy.com/futuremn.
Gopher Basketball is brought to you by Washburn McCreevy Funeral Chapels, proud supporter of Golden Gopher Basketball. Welcome to the Gopher Halftime Show, presented by Western National on the Gopher Sports Network from Learfield. For the home, auto, and business coverage that Minnesotans trust, turn to Western National Insurance.
Welcome back. It is the Western National Insurance Halftime Show. Mike Grimm and Al Nolan with you, and the Gophers trailing Penn State here at the break 25-21. Pretty interesting first half. It wasn't the greatest shooting first half. Neither team took great care of the ball. There was good defense. Now, there were a lot of turnovers, but a lot of it was forced by pretty good defense on both ends. Gophers didn't allow a point through almost the first 6.5 minutes. Unfortunately, only scored 4 themselves. Penn State went on a 7-0 run, took the lead, and they've held that lead. It got as big as 10 at one point. In fact, it was 10 at 25-15, and the Gophers then closed it on a 6-0 run to close that 10-point gap to 4 here at halftime. It's time for the first half scoring summary. It's brought to you by M Health Fairview Pediatrics. With over 60 locations across the Twin Cities, M Health Fairview Pediatrics offers care that goes the extra mile without having to drive one. You can learn more at mhealthfairviewpeds.com. So taking a look at that first half scoring summary, Minnesota is led by Dawson Garcia, 6 points and 6 rebounds. So he's 4 points, 4 rebounds shy of a double-double here tonight, and he is 14 points shy of making it 20-plus for an 8th straight game. By the way, last Gopher to go 7 straight 20-plus, Chris Humphreys. 4 each for Rigsby and Patterson, 3 points for Mitchell, Fox with 2, and Oda Kelly with 2. Frank Mitchell, Osama, and Edmonds all played and did not score. Osama played 17 of the 20 minutes in that first half. For Penn State, they were led by DeMarco Dunn, 11 first-half points in 14 minutes. Pretty good numbers for him. And then the rest of the group goes this way. Kern with 5, 3 points off the bench for Stewart. DeLeon with 2, Baldwin with 2, and Hicks with 2. Enza played and did not score, as did Carter and Goodman, and that's the tail of the tape, sponsored by M Health Fairview Pediatrics. 25-21 is the halftime score. Minnesota trailing Penn State. We'll get Al Nolan's thoughts on this game as halftime rolls on, sponsored by Western National. This is Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go feel like a breeze in the new Ford Explorer. Make tough tasks look easy with the powerful performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years. Or take your adventures in the great outdoors to a whole new level with our built wild family of Ford Broncos. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait, get behind the wheel of a new Ford today, based on calendar year total sales.
Today's game is brought to you by Sleep Number. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher Basketball from Learfield.
Are you looking for concert or sports tickets? As a local Minnesota company, Ticket King is a company you can trust. They have seats to fit every budget and even offer parking or tailgating passes, and all tickets are guaranteed. Each order is personally attended to by one of our dedicated customer service representatives who are committed to providing you with a courteous, professional, quick, convenient experience. Visit us at ticketkingonline.com or call us directly at 612-341-4131.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. See Home Club for details.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Minnesota. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back. We are at Gopher halftime. Minnesota trailing 25-21. As we mentioned, the Gophers jumped out to a 4-0 lead, playing great defense early. Then Penn State started to score a little bit and got some easy looks underneath. The Gophers then regained some momentum, scored the last 6 points of the half. Mike Grimm and Al Nolan with you. And Al Nolan, what stands out to you about half number one?
I think the Dunn guy came off the bench and he really, hurt us and start getting to the basket. He's 4 for 5, 11 points. He has 11 of their 14 bench points, and we couldn't really stay in front of him. But then it's toward the end of the second half, the Gophers was able to kind of corral and start to move their feet. However, on the offensive end, they have to get more ball movement. You talk about this havoc defense, so they're doing a lot of running around, a lot of pressuring. And so the Gophers are going to have to get 3 or 4 passes, and then they'll find an open lane as they've been able to find layups around the basket. But particularly the guards, Patterson, I want to see him be more aggressive. I want to see him coming off the pick and roll, really looking to draw to or looking to get himself in the paint and looking to get to his spot, that little 5 to 10 foot shot. But, overall, the Gophers, we said it was going to be an ugly game. And so far, it's been ugly, and they've been able to, with I guess, the storm, kind of withstand the storm and only be down 4. So, you would like to be up, but however, I believe they're in good position coming out the second half.
Yeah, and to juxtapose this with the game Saturday where the Gophers were down 4 with 3 minutes to go right before halftime and ended up down 10, this is obviously a much better scenario, and you're right in it.
Yeah, exactly. And so they want to come out, they want to come out ready to go with energy and effort. I know we haven't seen Fox much, probably, listen, he was looking like RoboCop early in the game. He had his back wrapped up, both his knees, his arms. So, it was like, it might be a long night for him to try to get going. However, you want to continue to get Garcia involved. And at this point, I feel like Garcia is going to be more of a decoy this game to get other guys open shots on the wing, because right now they're doubling him, they're fronting him, and then playing helps out on the backside. So that skip pass over the top will be open.
And in terms of turnovers, Gophers had some looseness with the ball Saturday, and so far here, 8 first-half turnovers for a team that averages just 10.6. On the flip side, they've turned over Penn State 10 times in the first half, and Penn State turns it over about 12 times. So both teams well on their way to eclipsing not only their season average, but could hit their season high if either don't clean things up here.
Absolutely. And we talked about the Gophers getting steals, and like you said, they have 8 steals, but they have to convert them into points. So when they do get that steal, I like to see them push it up in transition, as this Penn State half-court defense has been stout. So you want to, maybe Patterson can kind of weave through the lane, Ossom will weave through the lane, but they have to continue to put pressure on these guards. And Ossom has been doing a good job and have been able to draw some fouls, but we haven't been to the free throw line once yet. So look for them to be aggressive.
All right, very good. He is Al Nolan. That's his analysis here at halftime. Gophers trail by 4, 25-21. We'll hear from assistant coach Dave Thorson when we come back from Happy Valley. This is the Western National Insurance Halftime Show, and it's Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Gopher fans, this is Mike Grimm. As a business owner, you understand the importance of protecting your reputation, workplace, employees, and financial assets. Our team is ready to help yours by creating a custom lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you stay at the top of your game. Contact your local Federated representative for more information. Federated Insurance. It's our business to protect yours. Proud sponsor of Golden Gopher Athletics.
Gopher fans, the 15th annual Goldies Run presented by Abbott is happening on Sunday, April 6th at Huntington Bank Stadium. Each year for the past 14 years, participants have run, walked, and enjoyed the very best in springtime running in the Twin Cities, including a memorable finish on the 50-yard line of Huntington Bank Stadium. New this year, in addition to a 5K, a 10-mile, and a kids run, is a 10K run. Truly something for everyone. Go to goldiesrun.com for information and to register. This is the event people come back for every spring. Goldies Run presented by Abbott. See you at the start line.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
Marston is a full-service building maintenance provider servicing Gopher Nation since 1952. Marston has job openings throughout the Twin Cities area. If you have a valid Minnesota driver's license and a reliable vehicle, reach out to Marston to learn more about part-time and full-time opportunities in your neighborhood. Marston offers benefits and training and is an equal opportunity employer. Join our ever-expanding team of building maintenance professionals by visiting careers.marston.com or call 651-641-1717.
Welcome back. Gopher halftime, sponsored by Western National. Minnesota trailing Penn State 25-21. Assistant Coach Dave Thorson joins us courtside. Coach, what's the message for the guys here at the break?
Well, I thought that last 4 minute war, we finally settled down a little bit. You know, we got 2 kills, which is a big deal for our defense, and I thought we moved the ball. You know, and from a momentum standpoint, I think we grabbed it back a little bit. So,
yeah, Coach. And speaking of the offense and moving that ball, what are you guys looking to come out and do in this second half? Are you looking to get it to Garcia or continue to play out on the perimeter?
You know what? You got to do a great job of turning that ball early, but then because of their pressure, you got to be able to attack, and you attack by either throwing that ball into the post to Dawson, obviously, or you got to be able to attack with penetration. I thought that happened in the last 4 minutes, so hopefully we can carry that into the second half.
I would guess 2 limiting turnovers a little bit better in half 2.
Yeah, you know, it's not Gopher basketball when we don't have a very positive assist to turnover ratio, and so yeah, we got to do it. And I think that gets back to just moving the ball. When we move the ball and share it, we're a good basketball team.
Yeah, no doubt. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, there he is, Assistant Coach Dave Thorson with us here at halftime. Gophers trail 25-21, and what a difference, as we mentioned, from Saturday to today when the Gophers were down 4 late and end up going in down 10 to Washington. They're down 10 late here and go in down 4. So hopefully the Gophers learn some things from that on Saturday. We owe you station identification. Let's give that to you right now. 10 seconds. This is the Gopher Radio Network. That's been our Western National Insurance halftime show. Minnesota trailing 25-21. That's part of our Cubs scoreboard, the official grocer of Gopher Athletics. And speaking of scores, one other game in the Big Ten going right now, also at half. A little bit of a surprise in West Lafayette. Iowa found out this week they will not have Owen Freeman the rest of the year, finger or hand injury of some sort. And so folks were worried, certainly in Iowa City. They are tied with Purdue at the half, 36-all in West Lafayette. The 7th-ranked Boilermakers having their hands full. I'm sorry, that game's in Iowa City. I beg your pardon. It's a home game for Iowa. Even so, that game is tied 36-36. 3 other games set to tip a little later, just about ready to tip. Indiana at Wisconsin and USC at Northwestern. And then in about an hour, Michigan State is out west. They're at UCLA. Gophers right in this, clean it up a little bit, Al, and they can get out of State College with a win here.
Yeah, definitely. And Coach Thorson hit the nail on the head, and I've been saying it. Off the pick and rolls, the guards have to look to get downhill to draw some defenders. Right now, they're just kind of doing the pick and roll. I know coaches kind of told them to do that and looking for the pocket pass, but you have to mix it up as a point guard. You want to at least get 2 dribbles off the pick and roll to try and draw the big man out further, and then, like I said, make it a 4-on-3 on the back end, or you want to get it out your hands quickly as you have 2 on you, so they're going to have to figure it out.
Gophers were 10 of 26 shooting, 39% in the first half. Penn State was 10 of 25 shooting, 40% in that first half. As Al mentioned, no free throw attempts for Minnesota, 2 free throw attempts for Penn State. They were 2 for 2. Penn State will get the ball to start this second half, shooting at the basket to our right. We're on the concourse. We're in a suite here. Always plush hospitable situation here. We love working at Penn State.
Yeah, definitely a lot of hospitality here. I love sitting up here. This is a nice view. Like you said, we got a lot of nice space, a great injury. We live in the dream.
Yeah, we got, hey, look, you got Bob Taylor. I mean, that's all you need, right?
There we go.
No doubt about it. All right, let's go. Here come the Gophers defensively. Garcia and Fox starting along with Patterson, Odekale, and Mike Mitchell. Out front, Kern trying to turn the corner on Mitchell. He's got a height advantage, goes in, missed the shot, but drew the foul. And just like that, Mike Mitchell has his third of the game, and we'll see what Ben Johnson wants to do. Osama played 17 first-half minutes.
Yeah, and right there, particularly with Kern, Mike Mitchell wants to give him space. I know he hit 1-3 earlier, but he's not known to be a three-point shooter, and I know Coach Johnson is telling him, to close out short on him. So Mike Mitchell wants to give him space.
Kern is a 67% free throw shooter, and he hits the first, and that snaps the 6-0 run to end the half for Minnesota and gives Penn State a 5-point lead, 26-21. Yeah, we've got nice space here. We're up in a suite just between the free throw line and the half-court line, and the free throw no good. Garcia, rebound number 7. Gophers down by 5. 30 seconds in. Here is Odekale driving for Fox and a dunk. So Parker Fox gets the slam dunk on a drive by Odekale, and the lead is shrunk to 3, 26-23.
A great job right there by Odekale of putting the pressure on Penn State. They were playing full court. He got by his defender, kept him on his back, was able to find Fox.
And here's Fox committing the foul on DeLeon, who got around everybody and got under the basket. And Fox went up to try one of his patented block from behind. DeLeon kind of put the brakes on, and Fox crashed into him from behind. So 2 fouls on Fox, and the second here in the second half on Minnesota. I'm going to correct myself. That's 1 on Fox, 2 on Minnesota. Inbound, DeLeon, step back 3, left side, good. Boy, it rattled around, and then trickled down through. And it's 29-26 Penn State.
Yeah, right there, Garcia has to do a better job of closing out under control. God gave him a pump fake. He flew by him. We know it's a three-point shooter, but close out under control, contest his shot, and make him make it over you.
Here's Patterson, 29-23, I should say. I said 26. 29-23. Here's Garcia. He works in against traffic, missed a shot, put back no, rebound, shot clock resets, put back good. Garcia stuck with it, got a couple of rebounds out of it, and his 8th point, and it's 29-25. Minnesota down by 4.
Yeah, really strong move right there by Garcia. And like you said, the second and third opportunity, continue to go at it. He has to continue to do that.
That put him up to 9 rebounds now, so 1 shy of double digits. Here's Kern. He'll fire a 3 left wing. Too strong. Rebound tip. Loose. And it's Enzo with it. And he got fouled. And that foul is going to be on Femi Odekale, who was trying to tie him up. And the crowd, I think, talked the official into that foul call as he just kind of fell down. Enzo just kind of gave up on the play, fell down, and they blew the whistle there.
Yeah, and right there, that's where the Gophers, we talked about the rebounding battle, and right now the Gophers are -2. However, they're going to have to limit Penn State to 1 shot opportunity. They can't allow them to get second and third chance opportunities.
Ace Baldwin will pull the trigger. He's got just 2 points tonight. He's averaging 14. He gives in to Kern. Penn State by 4. We're just about 2 minutes into the second half. DeLeon's been more aggressive here, and he gives now to Hicks. Pass left side. Baldwin a 3. I just put the reverse jinx on him. I said he'd been quiet. He knocks down a triple, and it's 32-25 Penn State. Just like that, the lead is 7. 2 minutes in, and here's a turnover, Minnesota. Garcia, I think, lost it. Pass comes ahead. Baldwin, ball fake. Passes into the corner for Kern. Now back to Baldwin. Baldwin thought twice about taking that 3 and ended up not. Here's a drive now by Baldwin into the paint. Rifles it to Hicks. He'll try a 3. That one's off the mark badly. And Odekale, the rebound for Minnesota. Pass comes up toward half court to Patterson into the offensive end. Lakai on the wing left. Now retreats out to the top, near the top of the key. Gives to Odekale. Underhand pass to Garcia with 17 to shoot. Dawson working on Kern. They ISO him. They send a double. Now the pass goes out to Patterson. Skip pass Osama. Wide open 3. Left side. No. Rebound Odekale. Down low. Garcia. No, but he draws the foul. And let's see if they say it's on the deck or on the shot. Looks like they'll say it's on the deck. DeLeon, don't make it Kern the foul. He has 2. And that's 1 here in the second half. Mitchell with those 3 fouls, by the way, is out of the game, and in is Osama. Now Rigsby in and Odekali out.
Yeah, and Patterson's going to have to make himself a threat out there. I mean, he doesn't have to be trying to score, but especially, Odekali made the advanced pass. He has to try to weave through the defense and draw some more defenders. Right now, he's just kind of being a little bit passive. He has to make himself a threat out there.
Patterson now is going to drive, gets into the paint, leans in. There he is. How about that? You got a little wire down to him there, Al Nolan?
Listen, I'm just observing what I see out there.
32-27 as Patterson took it right into about the 6-foot mark and very aggressively took the layup and got it. 32-27, Gophers down 5, 16:40 to play. We're in half number 2. Here's Baldwin. Got Rigsby in the air and takes it into the paint. Layup. No, missed it. Rebound back tap, loose, collision, and Patterson has the ball. A 3-on-2. Now to Garcia. He takes it in for the slam dunk. Garcia now in double figures with 10. He's got 9 rebounds and now a whistle. And the ball got away, so they stopped the clock while they have to track the ball. Now, Ben Johnson wanted an and 1 on the dunk as he's talking to one of the officials over there, but the lead has been cut to 3, 32-29. 4 in a row for Minnesota.
Yeah, it was a great job again by Patterson. He was able to get the loose ball and push it up, and he drew the defender, was able to bounce pass it to Garcia for the nice dunk. So he has to continue to be aggressive and look to create.
Baldwin will try a 3 straight on no. The rebound, Rigsby had it and then had it swiped, and then Hicks hit the deck. He gives it to Baldwin, and second chance opportunity here. Baldwin finds a cutting Kern. Layup, no. Put back, no. Put back, yes. Finally put up and good by Goodman. And I don't know, that had to be 4 or 5 second chance opportunities for Penn State there, and the lead is back to 5. And quickly the other way, and a foul called as Osama put the pressure on Dunn, and Dunn had to hack him across the arm, and that will bring us to our under 16-minute timeout. Minnesota down 5, 34-29. They've been outscored 9-8 here in half number 2. Hey, if you love taking your family to a Gopher game, how about getting 4 discounted tickets, 4 soft drinks, 4 mix and match popcorn and candy, and $5 off your next $50 purchase at Cub. Log on to gophersports.com/tickets for complete details on the Cub Family 4-pack, and we'll see you on campus soon. Gophers down by 5 from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
This season, Minnesota soybean farmers are defending against harmful PFAS chemicals by investing soy checkoff dollars into soy foam, a bio-based fire suppressant made with soy flour and 0 PFAS chemicals or forever chemicals. We can't lose when farmers are protecting the environment and fire responders while also growing demand for soy. Learn how the soy checkoff protects Minnesotans' own court and scores buckets for the economy by visiting mnsoybean.org.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela. Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
The human heart. It doesn't take days off, or hours, minutes, or seconds for that matter. It just keeps beating in steadfast, unrelenting service to each of us. So when your heart needs medical care, doesn't it deserve the most advanced treatments available, delivered by nationally recognized physicians and surgeons? Show your heart some love. Take it to M Health Fairview. Visit mhealthfairview.org/heartcare to learn more.
Minnesota trailing 34-29. Welcome back to University Park, Pennsylvania. Mike Grimm and Al Nolan with you in the Federated Insurance broadcast booth. Garcia's in double figures now with 10 points. He's 1 rebound shy of 10. He's got 10 points, 9 rebounds. So the next rebound will give him his 6th double-double. That's the best in game feature. Brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. And that would be the 6th double-double of the year for Garcia, and you'd have to think that he'll get at least one more rebound. Gophers would love to see him go on a little bit of a scoring binge. He had a big second-half scoring day in the loss to Washington on Saturday, 23 second-half points.
Yeah, but also on the defensive end, the Gophers are going to have to do a better job of helping him rebound. I know Coach has inserted Frank Mitchell right now. Fox doesn't have any rebounds, so he's probably getting Mitchell out to get a bigger body, try to help out Garcia. But the guards are going to have to get down there and help out. They can't be looking to run out. They have to box their man out, and when that ball gets tipped on those second and third chance opportunities, they have to be there to snag it. They can't just keep Garcia down there by himself. So hopefully they're able to limit him to one shot and secure that rebound and get out on the break and get some easy points.
Rigsby, Patterson, Garcia, Osama, and Frank Mitchell on the floor for Minnesota out of the timeout. Inbound goes to Patterson. Patterson with the left-hand dribble to the slot left, bounces out front for Osama, the freshman from Cherry, Minnesota. Trying to drive on Baldwin, who cuts him off outside the stripe. Now to Rigsby. Rigsby wants the baseline right, takes it to the block, layup, good. Ben Johnson wanted an and one, no foul call, but they'll get the points. Rigsby now with half a dozen. He's got 6. Minnesota has yet to attempt a free throw in this game. The lead is 3, 34-31, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, I definitely think he could have got an and one right there. However, he has to continue to attack the basket. I love seeing Rigsby be aggressive and use his athleticism.
Those, by the way, these points tonight, his first point since the Wisconsin game. Here's the drive. Baldwin layup. Good. He got it to trickle up and over with the right hand. And that shuts off the Gopher faucet for a minute. 36-31. Minnesota trailing by 5. Rigsby scored 7 points in that game at Wisconsin and has not scored since. He's got 6 tonight. He's got it again. Passing into the corner, ball deflected by Baldwin. Boy, he's so good defensively. Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year last year. And gets a lot of deflections, a lot of steals. And that time was able to deflect the ball out of bounds. Rigsby set to pull the trigger. Better find somebody. And he lobs it in for Patterson. Patterson working on Dunn at the slot right. Gets a screen from Frank Mitchell. Splits the screen. Goes in with a right-handed layup. Great take. And the layup is good. Patterson all of a sudden up to 8. And it's back to 3. 36-33 Nittany Lions. 14:20 to go. Stewart, the freshman, into the paint. Oh, and a little touch foul called on Rigsby. And you got to think Ben Johnson scratching his head there. And that is his first and the 4th now on Minnesota. Little arm bar, I guess, across the back.
Yeah, and they're the road team, so you're not going to really get any calls, but that's why they have to continue to put the ref in tough positions by attacking that basket. And sooner or later, they'll get to that free throw line.
Goodman, the freshman, comes in. Inbound to Baldwin, into the paint, spinning, out of control, shot no good. Patterson the rebound. Baldwin wanted a foul. Pass comes ahead to Garcia. He drives in through contact, drew the foul, and Minnesota will get its first free throw attempts. And now Mike Rhodes, the coach at Penn State, saying, why isn't the foul down here if it's a foul down there? So neither guy's real thrilled, and it's probably all evening it out when it's all said and done. Garcia missed the shot as he was fouled, but he'll get 2 free throws and a chance to make this a 1-point game. Penn State's only taken 4 free throws. They're 3 of 4. They have let him play a little bit. 2 shots. Garcia's free throw good. And that was to 11 points.
Yeah, and that was a good advance pass right there by Patterson. They were able to secure that rebound, and they have to do that because they're having some trouble with this Penn State half-court defense. So once they secure that rebound, those guys have to get out and run.
Garcia hit them both. It's a 1-point game. Gophers have now outscored Penn State 14-11 here in the second half, 36-35. PSU the lead. Baldwin with it out front, left of the arc. Right-hand dribble, finds a cutter. That is Hicks. He goes up, and he got fouled by Frank Mitchell, and Hicks will go to the line. Mitchell now with 2 fouls.
Frank Mitchell is second. Team 5th.
Zach Hicks, a senior. Temple transfer, played 2 years at Temple. Now he's in his second year here at Penn State. 1,000-point scorer. Had 13 in their loss to Ohio State last week. Free throw is good. And he's got his first points of the second half. He had a field goal in the first half, so 3 total, and the lead is 2. They'll have a second free throw. And he got them both. Lead back to 3, 38-35. 13:59 to go. Hicks will come out. And Kern back into the game. Patterson has come to life here since Al Nolan wired in the instructions. He's had a couple of buckets, a couple of nice advance passes. And now a little full court press. Rigsby on a receiving end of a pass from Osama. Now back to Osama. He's going to have to hurry, and it's a 10-second call. They didn't get a timeout in time. They, quite frankly, weren't that close. They were still a good 15 feet away from advancing the ball past half court. And the bench was late trying to get a timeout.
Yeah, and they worked on that in the pregame, and you know, Penn State's setting up in a diamond, so you know as soon as you catch a ball in the corner, they're coming to trap, so your teammates have to get in position, and once, you know, you get that first pass, the guy has to push it up the floor and get it across half court and try to play, you know, 4-on-3.
Rigsby out, Mike Mitchell back into the game. Don't make that Oda Kelly, I beg your pardon, back into the game. Dunn gives on the left wing. This is Kern in the corner left. Now kind of centering the ball. Got into the heart of the paint. Finds Ace Baldwin on the drive. His left-handed shot no good. Weak side rebound. Frank Mitchell had it, lost it. And nobody knows. They're going to say Penn State ball. Boy, I thought that was off the leg of one of the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, it was close. One of the things that in watching the Gophers, they need to do a better job of showing and going and helping out their teammates. You don't have to necessarily switch on them, but you have to force the guy to pick the ball up. You can't just allow just a straight line basket dribbling. Penn State is forcing our guards to play in a lot of traffic right now. However, we're just kind of giving them straight line shots to the basket and face guarding guys out on the three-point line.
Penn State with the ball, 20 on the shot clock and an inbound. They get it into the corner to Dunn, and now out front to Enza, and now to Stewart. Stewart right side, back to Baldwin. Baldwin had a big three earlier in the half. He's got 7 and exactly 1,600 career points. And here's a drive and a whistle, and what was that?
Kick ball.
Kick. I was going to say, nobody's signaling a foul. So kick, they'll put 20 back on the shot clock. Stewart out. Boy, Mike Rhodes is rotating in the 8 guys he's playing, trying to keep him as fresh as he can. Inbound to Enza, and now to Baldwin. Handoff to Dunn. Trying to turn the corner on Osama. Got into the paint. Layup, missed it. Rebound, though, to Dunn. Put it up. Had it stripped. Osama swiped it away. Good poke down by Osama to get the steal, and he'll motor into the offensive end. Down 3. Patterson on the wing left. Back out front to Oda Kelly. Oda Kelly with Fox back in, and now away from the ball. A foul called on Baldwin, I think. Nope, it's going to be on DeLeon, his second. And that will be the 4th on Penn State. Boy, Fox had slipped that screen. He was going to have a dunk. It's a shame that the foul was called, actually. Been begging for a foul for 3 minutes, and then when they call it, it's going to be a dunk by Fox probably. Here's Patterson on the drive. Kick out Osama. Osama into the paint. Right-handed layup good. He was not to be denied on that. Good ball movement on the inbound. It's a 1-point game, 38-37 Penn State.
Yeah, and that right there was created by Patterson. He had the mismatch. He got himself into the paint. He drew 2, and he was able to get it to Osama.
And here's a ball out of bounds off of Oda Kelly. As their deflection chart has to be really impressive tonight. They've gotten their hands on a lot of passes tonight, and that was another one. 11 turnovers on Penn State, but none here in the second half. Jevin Carter back into the game, the freshman out of Alcoa, Tennessee. He will be the inbound man, left side as you look in, and now they're really... Oh, and a technical call. Oda Kelly got called for the foul, his 4th. And if that technical's on Oda Kelly, he could be out of the game here.
That's our guy. What's our guy's name, the referee?
That's DJ Karstensen.
Oh, that was a soft call. I mean, all he said was, oh, you give him the soft foul, and then he says, oh, and you give him the technical foul. That's weak by the referee.
And if that foul's on Oda Kelly, yeah, he's out. He's done.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's probably the worst one I've seen all season so far.
So he'll be out of the game. He got the 4th foul, and then the technical became his 5th. Then Johnson not happy.
He just blowing the whistle to blow the whistle. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was no good. Mike Mitchell will come in. DJ is not over near anybody. He's on the opposite side after he called the foul and then the technical. Free throw by Dunn is good. They'll have another. He's a 91% foul shooter. And then, of course, Penn State will stay with the ball because you pick up at the point of the technical. And it was Penn State with the ball. So it'll be an inbound by the scorer's table. And that turns it into a three-point game at 40-37. And Oda Cali, remember, now out of the game for the rest of the night. And on top of that, it's 1-1 from here on out. That's 7 fouls on Minnesota. Penn State's been called for just 4. Carter on the inbound for the Nittany Lions, right of the arc. Gives back to Kern. Now they run a little weave out front. DeLeon with it. DeLeon working on Garcia. Step back 16-footer off the mark. And a good box out by Osama to get the rebound. He'll give it to Patterson. And a 3 here would tie it for Minnesota. Down 3. 12-12 to play in the ball game. Ball game is here for the taking for the Golden Gophers on the road. Both teams have played pretty good defense and have struggled offensively. Here's Garcia on the baseline right. They send a double his way. He passes out of it to Osama, reversing to Mitchell. A 3 for the tie. No. Put back, no, but a foul called. And Fox will go to the line to shoot 2 when we come back. Foul is on Enza, his second. The 5th on Penn State. Timeout on the floor. And Fox will have free throws when we come back, down by 3. Penn State 40, Minnesota 37. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
How much can you save when you shop Cub? Let's just say you might need a bigger cart. We've lowered prices so you save more. On Essential every day, it's easy to see the savings. Across the aisles, from pantry products to frozen foods to delicious dairy and more. Your family will love it, guaranteed, or your money back. Shop Cub and save today. My Cub, my way. See store for details.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Now's the perfect time to partner with Gopher student athletes as influencer marketers. Imagine your company featured in social media content, live appearances, and even out-of-home advertising. From hosting B2B clients with clinics to creating marketing materials that connect to end consumers. Visit gophersports.com/NIL. That is gophersports.com/NIL to start your winning partnership and grow your brand with the power of Gopher Pride.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go feel like a breeze in the new Ford Explorer. Make tough tasks look easy with the powerful performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years. Or take your adventures in the great outdoors to a whole new level with our built wild family of Ford Broncos. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait, get behind the wheel of a new Ford today, based on calendar year total sales.
Live from the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball.
Washburn McCreevy Funeral Chapels and Cremation Services, family owned and celebrating over 165 years of serving families in the Twin Cities, and a proud supporter of Golden Gopher basketball. Visit their webpage at washburnmccreevy.com. Welcome back. Mike Rimmel Nolan with you. Gophers down 3, 40-37. 11:54 to play in this basketball game. Parker Fox will have free throws coming out of this timeout as he missed a putback attempt but got nudged on the putback attempt play. Femi Odicali has fouled out. He got a technical foul, committed his 4th foul, and then DJ Karstensen didn't like the reaction and teed him up. Little light tech, probably, we think.
No, ain't no probably. I'm sending that one in, win or lose if I'm Coach Johnson. That's garbage. Yeah. And it gives them, another foul to foul him out the game.
Yeah, that knocks him out of the game. They get free throws and, of course, hold on to the ball. So
all he said was,
Yeah.
He just said, and put his hands up, and he jumped to give him a technical. But I played the game in the Big Ten, and I play refs like that where, they get they get real tight in the pants, and they want to try and control the game.
Yeah, you got to take some guff at times. There's no doubt about that. Rigsby will check in after the free throw attempt. Fox has been documented, has been much better at the line in recent games. I mean, really unique how he's been able to improve himself, and he hits the first there, gives him 5 points on the night. It doesn't happen very often where you go from a 30% free throw shooter. He's now at 54%, but he's been at about 75% for over a month now. Be able to turn it around, and he hit them both.
Yeah, we always talk about how nice his form is, but you've seen he's been putting in the work in the pregame and whatnot, and knocking him down and putting in the extra work, so it's nice to see it turn around from him in the midseason. Like you said, it's pretty incredible because typically it doesn't happen.
Even today at the shoot-around, Ben Johnson gave the team 8 minutes at the end of shoot-around just to take set shots, or shooting in place, I think is what he called it, and the place where Parker Fox shot everything, all 8 minutes, was at the line just to work on it. So here is Minnesota. They've cut it to 1. They're on defense. 11:35 to play. Out front, Dunn working on Rigsby. Got shut out. Now the pass out. Here's a shot and a foul called. Garcia fouls a three-point shooter, Hicks.
Yes, I said it's the same time he has to close out under control. This time again, he goes flying out there on Hicks and he jumps by him and he's like, hey, I'm trying to contest, and grabs his arm. However, in the beginning, Garcia was playing off the ball and the guy drove behind his back. I don't know why he just didn't continue to stay on Hicks, as it looked like Patterson was in good position.
Hicks' free throw is good. He'll get 3 free throws. He's got 4 points. The lead is 2. 11:29 to play here. Gets quiet here during the free throws. Free throw is good. They'll have a third. Not quite Carver Hawkeye Arena like quiet. Man, when they were shooting free throws down there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was quiet. The only reason it was quiet because nobody was in there.
Yeah, it was quiet. Free throw is no good. He missed the third, so he hit 2 of 3. It's a 3-point lead. Garcia hauls in his 10th rebound. So he's got his 6th double-double of the year. 42-39, Gophers down 3. Ben Johnson says, let's get our offense clicking here. 11:15 to go as he winds both hands in motion. Patterson picks up the dribble outside the three-point stripe and gives to Garcia with 8 to shoot. Now to Rigsby, top of the key, reversing to Patterson. NBA range 3 right side, no. And the defensive rebound goes to Ace Baldwin. Outlet to DeLeon, and Penn State up 3 with 11 minutes to go. It's DeLeon on the drive, missed the shot. Patterson fighting for the rebound, and he tracks it down. Good job. He finds Mitchell tight-roping the sideline, and a foul called on Kern finally, as he was a hindrance to a couple of Gophers over there throughout. Good effort there, but finally a foul called on Kern, and it will be an inbound in the backcourt for Minnesota.
Dan, Coach Johnson's going back to the small ball line to try to get a little spark out there. Hopefully he gets a little bit more movement and try to get some drives to the basket.
Inbound to Patterson. Ace Baldwin on him. Patterson uses a little forearm shiver to separate. Now gives ahead to Mike Mitchell. Finds Garcia, and now Osama. He takes the baseline under the basket. Reverse layup blocked. Rebound Garcia. Put back good. Dawson Garcia is now up to 13 points and 11 rebounds, and the lead is 1 for Penn State. Good aggressive play by Patterson to get it to Osama, and then Garcia on the follow. 10:20 to go. Baldwin right of the arc. Finds a cutting Kern, and the layup is good. Good offense that time, as Kern has his first field goal of the second half. 8 points, 44-41 Penn State. Midway point. Here's a 3. Mike Mitchell knocks down the 3 from the right side at the midway point, and we are tied at 44. Big bucket there for the San Jose, California native.
Yeah, good job right there by Osimo to draw the defenders and find Mike Mitchell in the corner for the 3.
Gophers with that ball movement. Their offense is just totally different when they move the ball. Here's Hicks on the drive into the paint. Kick out. Done. 3. No. Rebound tipped. And it's taken by Kern. Down low. Baldwin. Put back. No. Rebound. Rigsby, Minnesota. Good job there for the Gophers to clear the glass after a second chance opportunity. Rigsby hot foots into the offensive end and then runs into Baldwin, and they call the foul on Rigsby. Ben Johnson can't believe it.
Yeah, Patterson's playing well. I don't like his body language, though. It's like, Rigsby's not necessarily a ball handler. Go run over to Rigsby and demand the ball. You're starting to pick it up now. Don't shy away from the moment. Go run. And then if Rigsby turns it over, don't make a face like it's his fault. It's your fault. You're the point guard. Go run and get the ball from him.
Gophers have tied the game. They had a chance to take the lead there if they get a shot to the rim, but they turn it over first on the offensive foul. Dicey foul call, frankly, in my opinion anyway. Here on the drive is Dunn. He's forced back out to Kern. Driving baseline. Layup no, and a foul on Patterson. And for Lakai, it's his first, and 2 shots coming here for Penn State.
And there's no reason for Penn State to even be able to get a drive. We're playing small ball. Switch everything, guys. How are they even driving to the basket? All you got to do is switch. Everybody's the same height on the floor except for Garcia, and we always talk about him guarding guards. Just switch. Nobody should be able to get a lane to the basket.
Kern with 2 shots. Free throw is good. Puts Penn State back out front. Minnesota's not led here in the second half. Defensively, they played well. They forced Penn State into missing 7 of their last 8 shots, but they got free throws here. 9:04 to play in the ball game. And now Kern will have a second here, trying to double the lead from 1 to 2. And he does. 46-44. Full court press here for Penn State. Rigsby will be the inbound man. He better find somebody. He gets it into Asama. Working on, they clear it out here. And Asama goes around his man, and he fires into the corner to Mitchell. A 3 for the lead. Yeah! He got it. Mike Mitchell's second 3 of the second half, and Minnesota's out front 47-46. First advantage here of half number 2. Good to see Mike Mitchell breaking out of it. His third 3 tonight. Out front, here's Dunn. Rigsby comes and hedges his way, and now left side Stewart. Good job by Asama, too, to identify that and extend the pass into the corner. Here's an air ball shot, and out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. Good defense by Patterson. He played physical.
He did.
Crowd wanted a foul, but he was saying, nah, I'm just going to physical up, and if you want to call it, call it.
And you got a little hyped after. I love to see it. And like you said, on that previous possession, great job by Asama to beat the press, get the guy on his back, draw defenders, and find Mike Mitchell in the corner.
Here comes Patterson working on Baldwin, who tipped it away, but it rolls to Mitchell. Gophers by 1. They took the 1-point lead against Washington and then never reclaimed the lead. We'll see if Minnesota can stretch it here. Garcia has it on the right wing with 10 to shoot. Skip pass stolen away. Hicks passes ahead to Baldwin. Hesitation, now back to Stewart on the right wing. Now to Baldwin. Got his man in the air, takes it into the paint. Layup, off balance, no. Rebound tipped, and Minnesota has it. Patterson. Crowd again wanted a foul, and now there is a foul in the backcourt, and that's on Kern. And Kern just picked up his 4th foul, and that brings us to our under 8-minute media timeout. Gophers by 1. 7:53 to play in the ball game. Golden Gophers 47. Nittany Lions 46. It'll be free throws, a 1-and-1 coming for Patterson when we come back. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Everlight Solar is the premier home solar company in the Midwest and a proud sponsor of Minnesota Gopher Athletics. We make going solar simple and affordable with $0 down. To learn more about solar for your home or see our employment opportunities, visit everlightsolar.com.
Hey Gopher fans, Truestone Financial is proud to present Coming Home. This year we'll once again welcome some of the greatest Gopher student athletes back to campus. It's the homecoming we can all celebrate thanks to your neighborhood credit union, Truestone Financial. From unforgettable plays to championship victories, these alumni have left an indelible mark on Gopher athletics. To learn more, visit gophersports.com/cominghome. Truestone Financial, proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics.
Did you know that Prairie Farms Rich and Creamy Premium Small Batch Vanilla Ice Cream is now available in family-size pails? When it comes to ice cream flavors, vanilla reigns supreme as America's choice, and nobody does it better than Prairie Farms. Made in small batches using only the finest ingredients for that rich and creamy taste that only real ice cream can deliver. Look for family-size pails of Prairie Farms Premium Vanilla Ice Cream at your favorite grocery stores. Visit prairiefarms.com for recipes and coupons and enter for a chance to win dairy prize packages.
Golden Gopher men's hockey returns to 3M Arena at Mariucci for their final regular season home games this weekend. Help cheer on the Gophers as they face off against Ohio State. Get your tickets at gophersports.com.
Hey, Gopher fans, turn to the experts at CenterPoint Energy for high-efficiency natural gas equipment rebates for your home and your business. See why using natural gas is better for your budget and the environment. For more info, go to centerpointenergy.com/Gopher rebates. 7:53 to play here in Happy Valley. Welcome back. Mike Grimm and Al Nolan with you. Gophers with the lead here, 47-46. Lakai Patterson will have a 1-and-1 free throw attempt coming out of this timeout. So Minnesota took the lead on a three by Mitchell, set up by Osama breaking the press, and now they forced a couple of misses. Penn State in this second half, just 5 of 20 from the floor, Al Nolan, 25%. Minnesota's defense is getting it done down here.
Yeah, they're doing a better job on defense, but it could be better because they got a small lineup, so really they should be able to guard the perimeter no problem. And they've done a better job these past couple possessions of switching. And I do want to give Patterson credit for the defense he's played on ace ball when he's really been doing a great job on him. However, on this, when Penn State is pressing, Osama's doing a good job of getting it and not playing with the ball, getting his defender on his back and getting him down the court and playing 4-on-5. So Patterson has to continue to do the same thing which he did to get to the line here.
72% free throw shooter, hits the front end. He's got a second now. He's up to 9 points. 5 here in the second half. The lead is 2. Only had 2 lead changes in this game. Minnesota led it early, and then Penn State took the lead. They went on Minnesota was up 4-0. Penn State scored 7 in a row, and it's been Penn State out front until Minnesota took the lead. He got them both, and Minnesota leading now 49-46. Double digits for Patterson. 3-point advantage. 7:40 to play in the ball game. In the balance here and for the taking for the Gophers. Carter on the drive for Penn State. Layup, no. Missed it. They're 5 of 21. Garcia brings in his 12th rebound. 14 points, 12 rebounds now for Dawson Garcia. Gophers have hit their last 3 field goals. Penn State, one of its last 11 from the field. Patterson being aggressive to the baseline against the freshman Carter. Takes it in on him, in some trouble, kicks out Rigsby. Now to Mitchell. He drives into the paint, lost it. Ball comes loose, it comes to Patterson. He lost it. He trickles it out to Rigsby. He'll try a 3 from straight on, and he banked it in. Rigsby banks in the 3 as Minnesota pinballed the basketball 3 or 4 different times, and the Gophers are up 52-46. How about that?
Yeah, and he runs out with a big smile on his face. The bank's open.
8-0 Gopher run. Here's a drive, and they finally shut the faucet off with Dunn driving in. He's up to 15. And that shuts the faucet off, and Minnesota's lead is cut to 3, 52-48. Snaps an 8-0 run. It was a 5-point advantage. Mitchell with the basketball. Oh, and he tried to throw into the corner, and it's intercepted out of midair. Good job there by Carter, the freshman. Gives back now to Dunn on the right wing. It's a 4-point advantage, 52-48. I thought it was 6 earlier, so here's a shot, no good, and Garcia, his 13th rebound. He has been a beast on the boards tonight, and Ben Johnson's going to use a timeout here with 6:03 to play, and Minnesota up 4 with the ball, 52-48. We will take the timeout as well, but not before we tell you about Minnesota Soybean, proud to sponsor Gopher men's basketball. This season, Minnesota soybean farmers are defending against harmful PFAS chemicals by investing Soy checkoff dollars into Soy Foam. That's a bio-based fire suppressant with 0 forever chemicals. Minnesota cannot lose when farmers are protecting the environment and fire responders. Gophers 52, Penn State 48, 6:03 to play. From the Federated Insurance broadcast booth, this is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
Hey, it's Guardsy. Affinity Plus is once again showing their love to Gopher fans leading up to Valentine's Day this year. From February 1st through the 14th, you can register daily for your chance to win $3,000 worth of awesome prizes. Every day features a new prize up for grabs, including Gopher basketball and hockey tickets, concert tickets at the Fillmore, gift cards, and a lot more. Visit gophersports.com/Affinity Plus each day, February 1st through the 14th. That's your chance to win a new prize. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Gopher Athletics, federally insured by NCUA.
Gopher fans, looking to take the family to a Gopher game this season? Check out the Cub Family 4-pack. Get 4 tickets, 4 soft drinks, and 4 mix and match soft pretzels and candy. All that and $5 off a $50 purchase at your neighborhood Cub. Go to gophersports.com/tickets and click on the Family 4-pack to learn more. That's gophersports.com/tickets.
Dear winner, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, Let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
Minnesota with a 52-48 advantage here. 6:03 to play in this one in Happy Valley. Mike Grimmel Nolan with you. Bob Taylor's our on-site engineer. Brian Freeman is our in-studio producer back at the Gopher Radio Network headquarters. Our thanks to all the great folks here. We're thankful that you're listening all along the Gopher Radio Network, whether it be back on our flagship station, Twin Cities News Talk, or on any of our Gopher Radio Network affiliates across Minnesota, or on Sirius XM. Hello to all you listeners. We're on the Varsity Network app. Hello to everyone on the Varsity app as well, and the iHeart app. So lots of ways to catch us, Al Nolan. We're glad everyone that is listening, and the Gophers got an opportunity to get road win number 2 here if they can close the door.
Yes, they do, and they're going to have to continue to play that good defense you spoke of earlier, continue to do the switching. Coach Johnson staying out there with the small ball lineup, which has been working. However, they're running the 5 out where Garcia gets the ball at the top of the key, and then he decides which way to go for the handoff. The guards are going to have to get at least 2 dribbles off of that to try and find Garcia on the roll. They're not able to create any type of mismatch because they're doing 1 dribble off and then passing it back, and then the Penn State defense doesn't have to shift too much. So they have to get 2 dribbles off, and I'm sure Garcia will be open on the roll or 3-pointer rising up.
Rigsby's been a factor in this one. He's in for Odekali, who fouled out on a technical. Garcia, Asama, Patterson, Mike Mitchell, and Rigsby in. The small ball lineup, as Al's talked about. Now Garcia spins, couple of dribbles, needs some help, and gives to Mike Mitchell. 5 to shoot for Minnesota. Now 4 to shoot. Here's Asama driving into the paint, takes it right to the window and hit it. Off the window, matching the largest lead of the night of 6. Asama with 4, and it's 54-48. And that was an upper class kind of move there. That was not a freshman move, Al.
It definitely was. Asama's playing some good ball right now, really controlling the game.
Here's Dunn giving out front to Carter. Back to Dunn, right wing. Working on Patterson. Gets a screen, turns a corner. They switch it. Asama now has the assignment. 8 to shoot. Dunn spins, stays with it. Up with the shot. Short-armed it. Short shot. Rebound. Asama. The freshman has come to play here. He's now got 4 rebounds and 4 points. He also has 2 assists, including that one to Mitchell to give Minnesota the lead. Gophers up 6 with 5 minutes to go. Asama out near the Penn State logo. Gives to Garcia, who's got 14 points and 13 rebounds. Dawson wants to go to work on Kern. Spinning, fadeaway shot, good. That's what we've come to expect from Garcia. He's up to 15, and the lead is 8. Gophers on a 12-2 run, 56-48.
Yeah, really nice shot right there by Garcia. He didn't settle for the 2-pointer, continue to work and get close to the basket.
And Hicks shoots a 3, and this is the 3rd time Minnesota has fouled Zach Hicks on a 3-point attempt. Something about his frame or something on the closeout, but he will be going to the line for the 3rd time tonight. I'm not sure I've seen that before in a game. A guy shooting 3 times 3 free throws.
Yeah, well, they're closing out hard on him because he's about 6'9". He can shoot 3-ball really well. So when they close out, they're trying to make sure they really, get a hand in his face. However, hey, he's 6'9". If he hits over me, great shot. There's nothing I can do. But like you said, you don't want to foul him and send him to the line for 3.
He hits the free throw. He's now at the line on the night, 5 of 6. They'll have 2 more. That one is a line drive too strong. That snapped the Gopher run. It didn't snap the run. It made it 12-3 instead of 12-2. Well, Minnesota playing some good defense, and Penn State's just gone ice cold. They're 6 of 24 in the second half. Lead is 7 right now, and now it's 6 as he made 2 of the 3. 56-50, 4:33 to go. Full court press here for the Nittany Lions. Inbound to Asama. They're going to put it in the hands of the freshman here in the backcourt, and he has been very salty today. Brings it up into the offensive end and has broken the press on the dribble. Now to Garcia. Garcia handoff to Rigsby, trying to turn the corner at the free throw line. Gives back to Dawson with 10 to shoot. Backdoor cut. Patterson layup. Good. What a look by Garcia. Patterson now with a dozen, and the lead is back to 8. 58-50 Minnesota.
Yeah, really good ball movement right there. Really good recognition by Garcia, and Patterson did a great job of cutting to the open area and finished for the layup.
under 4 to play for the Gophers, trying to snap a 2-game skid and get to 4 Big Ten wins. This would be a nice road win. This team is 10-1 in this building. They beat Purdue here, and now a timeout Penn State with 3:48 to play in the basketball game. 58-50. Minnesota the lead. Penn State will have 11 to shoot when we come back. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, turn to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio Channel 372. You can do that in the car or on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the SiriusXM app and listen to the Gophers anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. 3:48 to play. Gophers by 8. This is Golden Gopher basketball from Learfield.
This is Mike Grimm, voice of the Golden Gophers. As a business owner, do you have a game plan in place to stay focused on safety and preventing claims? Let our team help support your business. Federated Insurance offers a customizable lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you continue your winning streak. At Federated Mutual Insurance Company, it's our business to protect yours. Proud sponsor of Golden Gopher Athletics.
Playing the Minnesota Lottery is exciting, so here to tell you all about it is me. And to make it more exciting, I'll be using my movie trailer voice.
In a world where we all crave more play in our day, one woman's journey leads her to the convenience store. Coming this year, scratch games from the Minnesota Lottery. And you're going to want to play, because anything can happen when you say, I'm in. Must be 18 or older to play.
Minnesota Gopher Premium Suites are your ticket to unforgettable game days.
Steps into the circle, he scores!
Enjoy exclusive amenities, prime views, and a private space to cheer on the maroon and gold with friends, family, or clients. Whether you're closing deals or making memories, a premium suite takes your Gopher game day experience to the next level. Elevates for a 3. Got it! Don't miss out. Suites are limited. Visit gophersports.com/premium. Elevate your game day experience.
Minnesota leading 58-50, 3:48 to go. All right, Al Nolan, here's a stat. Coming out of the timeout, Penn State will have 11 to shoot. Gophers trailed by double digits both times they played these guys last year and came back to win. They outscored Penn State in the second half they were down by 14 here. At home in the first half, they were down 23 and they won. In those two games last year, they outscored Penn State in the second half 97-67. They've outscored them tonight 37-25. So in the last 3 second halves they've played against Penn State, it's 134-92 Minnesota. They've outscored them by, let's see, that'd be 42 points in 3 halves.
Jeez, I love it. Yeah, listen, that's too much math for me, but hey.
I think I've added that up right. Here's Baldwin on the drive. But anyway, they've had big second halves. And Baldwin gets the bucket, cuts it to 6. 2-possession game, certainly nothing over yet. 3:33 is oceans of time here. And Penn State is a fairly decent three-point shooting team, 34%. So nothing over here. Gophers got Caleb Williams is in for the first time in a while. His last points came at Wisconsin as well, and he nearly threw the ball away, but a foul called on a push. That's Kern, and he's out of the game with his 5th, and Garcia will go to the line.
Yeah, and I believe Coach subbed him offense, defense. Mitchell has 4 fouls, so on that timeout or that out of bounds or intermission, he pulled Caleb Williams on to play some defense, and now he's playing some offense. So maybe he gives some good minutes, knock down a 3.
Yeah, the guy can shoot. We watch him in practice every day, and he can shoot. And also, if they're going to start fouling, this is a guy that can make free throws probably. You know?
Absolutely.
Parker Fox will come into the game. Somebody's going to have to come out. It'll be Caleb Williams now, so they'll shift that a little bit. Probably rebounding purposes, offense for defense. Garcia to shoot 1-1 here. Garcia with 16 points, 3:15 to go. 4 more would give him 20 and make that 8 straight. He hits that one to give him 16 on the night. Make it 17, I beg your pardon. 17 points, 13 rebounds. He hit them both. And he's up to 18 and 13 now. 60-52, Gophers by 8. 3:10 to go. Hicks, left of the arc, comes off of a screen. They find DeLeon right side, drives it at Awesome. A shot up, no. Rebound tip, no, and a foul. And I think they're going to get Garcia here coming over the back. Or, nope, it'll be Fox. That'll be his second. And to the line will be Bailey. Baldwin, I beg your pardon. No, it won't be. It'll be Enza. Kachi Enza, 10 of 15 on the year. Yeah, he was the guy that was boxing out Fox. So he'll shoot double bonus. 2 shots. Free throw is no good. Boy, the lid's just been on the bucket down there. They're 7 of 26 in this second half. 27%.
You spoke about the Gophers playing good defense, and what they're doing is, they're manning up and they're switching, and then they're just keeping a body between the man and the basket. And so, like I talked about Garcia getting that foul early, he was face guarding the guy. So they're pretty much face guarding and taking away the 3 and keeping the man between the basket and forcing Penn State to shoot a contested layup. And like you said, the lid's been on the basket for them, but it's been because the Gophers are staying between the man and the basket.
Enza misses, and the rebound to Patterson. Gophers up 8, 2:50 to go. Trying to salt one away on the road, and another second half performance that has been very good against Penn State. Rigsby will try a 3 and hit it with 13 on the shot clock. Maybe a little ill-advised, but he buries it, and Minnesota's up by 11. I'm not sure why he took that shot with 13 on the shot clock, but I guess you'll take the points. 2:30 to go.
Listen, he's wide open. That's the Rigsby we wanted to see. He's wide open right there. That's a good shot.
Here's DeLeon and a dunk that almost missed, but he did get it to go. And it's 63-54. The lead is 9 for Minnesota. 2:15 to play. Here's Garcia with 18 points, and he got fouled by Enza, and he will have a chance now to make it 8 straight 20-plus point games. And that's a pretty good run. He had 6 at halftime. He's got a dozen here in the second half, and he makes them both here. That give him 20. 2:11 to play in the game. Stewart coming in, Enza coming out.
Yeah, and he's played 36. Him and Patterson both have put up 36, so they just got to finish out this last 2 minutes, 11 seconds.
Garcia holding his hands over his head, and now this will be a 1-and-1. So Garcia with an opportunity here. If he hits them both to make it a double-digit game again. Free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound comes off to DeLeon. Here come the Nittany Lions in the offensive end. 2:05 to go. DeLeon into the paint. Shot, no. Blocked, but a foul. And Rigsby picks up his third. And it'll be free throws here for DeLeon, a 65% free throw shooter.
Yeah, and at this point, the Gophers are going to want to run back, get all the way back, and then set up their defense. Anytime Penn State is going to get close to that basket, there's a little bit of contact, the ref's going to call that foul.
And now I think they're going to review this to see who committed the foul for sure. That review is brought to you by Planet Fitness. The officials are going to make a judgment here, but you won't be judged at Planet Fitness. It's the judgment-free zone. Go to planetfitness.com to learn how you can join the judgment-free zone. So the Gophers do not want this to be on Mike Mitchell. They gave it to Rigsby. It would be his third. Otherwise, nobody else is in real big danger. Garcia has just one. Osama has yet to commit a foul. They also could be checking a little bit of the clock situation here as well.
Yeah, and they're going to have to be, you talked about the Havoc defense. They're going to have to be prepared for Penn State to press and possibly put in that diamond. So the guys are going to have to be ready to handle that pressure. Osama's done a great job of really controlling his game and getting that ball up during the pressure. He's been the main ball handler all game and really getting them into their offense. So I expect them to get it to him. However, Patterson, Mitchell, and Rigsby are going to have to step and really take care of that ball.
They continue to look at the replay. There'll be free throws coming for Penn State. Gophers' defense has been very good. Penn State had just 25 points at halftime. They've got 29 here in the second half. That 25 at halftime was their second lowest output of the year. They scored 21 against Illinois.
Right. You know what? I didn't think either of us were going to eclipse 50 at the pace we were going at.
Yeah, and the Gophers have gotten hot here in the second half. They're now 15 of 21, 71% here in this second half. So they have gotten hot. Looks like maybe they added. Did they add? Yeah, they added 3 seconds. It looks like, right? 2:01 to 2:04, I think.
Yeah, one of the things they've done a really great job at is getting in the paint. We're plus 12 in the paint with 38 points of our 63 in the paint. So the Gophers have done a good job really putting pressure on Penn State in the second half at the rim.
Freddie DeLeon, that is, sophomore, Tennessee transfer from Fayetteville, North Carolina, will go to the line. He'll have 2 shots here. He's got 7 points. Free throw is good. 2:04 to go, so still a lot of time left. Gophers will need to make free throws. Dawson missed the front end of a 1-and-1 on the last possession. And both free throws good here. 63-56. The lead is now 7. Full court press here. Rigsby gets it into Osama. Osama quickly double team, fires to Rigsby, now to Patterson, and he'll motor across half court in plenty of time. 22 now to shoot, 1:55 to play. Patterson bounces to Dawson out front, outside the three-point stripe, dribbles to the wing left, and a handoff to Patterson. Driving toward the paint, into the paint, layup, no. Rebound comes off to Hicks. Here come the Nittany Lions to DeLeon. He had it poked away, but tracks it back down on the wing right. Working on Mike Mitchell, who has 4 fouls. Backs him into the paint. Spinning shot, short. May have been partially blocked, and now a tie ball as Garcia got the rebound with DeLeon. Possession arrow favors Minnesota. That was a big defensive play there by Mike Mitchell. I think he got a hand on that shot attempt.
Yeah, and he did another great job of just standing between the man and the basket, and the Gophers are again face guarding the three-point line and forcing Penn State to take twos, but they're contesting the twos.
Rigsby inbounds, gives to Awesome in the corner, back to Rigsby, and now to Patterson. Good breakage there. And with 22 on the shot clock, Minnesota into the offensive end, leading by 7. Patterson willing to let time wind down. 12 to shoot, 1:12 to play. Now 9 to shoot. Patterson on the wing right. Getting instructions from Ben Johnson, working on Dunn. 5 to shoot, 4 to shoot. Patterson, fadeaway, 8-footer, good. Big bucket by Lakai. The lead is 9 with a minute to go. 65-56.
And that's what you love to see. Patterson taking his time, working his way down to that box, posting the man up. He got his shoulder into him on a nice fadeaway 5-footer. Great job right there by Patterson.
Yeah, and that is the scorer that they wanted when they recruited him into town from Charlotte. And it couldn't have been any better. It was about 3 seconds on the shot clock when it went through. Timeout here, Mike Rhodes. He'll have 2 left. And with 55 seconds to go, Minnesota, we think, on the verge of salting away a nice road win at a place where the home team has won 10 of 11 games in this building.
Exactly, and so they're just going to have to do a good job of continuing to move their feet and trying not to foul, but they don't want to give up an easy layup, so they kind of want to build a wall. You want to get back on defense and build a wall around the three-point line and don't just allow an easy drive to the basket.
Let's give you 10 seconds for station identification all across the great state of Minnesota and the entire upper Midwest. 10 seconds. This is the Gopher Radio Network. Penn State 8 of 28 in the second half, 28% from the floor. Minnesota 16 of 23, 69.6%. And that has been the difference. Leading by 9, Minnesota on defense. Dunn gives right side to Baldwin, working on Garcia, takes him into the paint, pivots out. A 3 from the corner from Dunn is good, and so they stay alive. Dunn has had a career night. That's 17 for him, 1 off his career high, and it cuts it to 6, makes it a 2-possession game. Inbound to Osama, bouncing ahead now with 40 seconds to Rigsby. Rigsby into the offensive end with the dribble, stays with the dribble and gives to Osama. And now Osama, the freshman, is fouled. That foul is called on Dunn. He has 3, and this is now double bonus. That's the 10th foul on Penn State. Osama has been 60% on the year from the line. This is his first attempt tonight. You want to get 1 here at least. That would make it a 3-possession game.
You definitely do. And for the fans at home, that 3 was heavily contested. It was just a great shot by Dunn.
And Osama misses the free throw. Too strong, back iron, but he'll get another. And this is a big one, as we mentioned. Yeah, Dunn just kind of threw it off balance, almost from the ear hole, right? He just kind of fired it up.
Great shot.
And he made it. This one is good. Big bucket on a free throw by Osama, who's now got 5. 66-59. The lead is 7. 29 seconds to go. Baldwin working on Patterson. Kick out Dunn. Rifling another three. That one's no good. Rebound into the corner to Rigsby, and he tries to get away, and he's fouled by Stewart with 21 seconds to go. And Minnesota up 7, and Rigsby going to the line, a 73% free throw shooter.
Yeah, and I want to point out on that last free throw, Osman missed the first, and then he turned around to his teammates Mitchell and Patterson, and they both calmed him down. Like, hey, calm down, freshman, you guys. And he walked up there and knocked it down. That's the leadership you want to see from Patterson right there. He's really, taking over and calmed the team down in this last 2 minutes, and I love to see it.
Awesome has played 35 minutes tonight. Garcia 37, Patterson 38, and Rigsby calmly knocks down the free throw. Rigsby's up to 13 points. This is his best game as a Gopher in any meaningful minutes. He had a couple of good non-conference games, but in terms of impacting a Big Ten game, this has easily been his best. 14 points for Brennan Rigsby.
Yeah, he was really the spark this game. In the first half, we couldn't find anything. He was able to get the dunk to get us going. He knocked down a couple pair of threes. He's really played a big game. Like you said, this is his best game in the Gopher, and hopefully he can build off of this.
And he hit both free throws, 68-59. The Gophers leading by 9, and the Gophers will use a timeout here to talk over any last-minute strategy. If the Gophers hold on, they'll get to a game over 500 at 12-11, and they'll be 4-8 in the Big Ten. And again, in that battle to try to get to Indianapolis with this gaggle of teams at the bottom that have all played near the top and everyone trying to separate themselves, this is an important win. Penn State will come back to Minnesota to play again on February 22nd, and that becomes another big game. Next up, though, in between there'll be a couple of games, including the next one for Minnesota, and it's the next home game, and that's a Saturday 5 o'clock tip-off, Williams Arena. The Illinois Fighting Illini coming to town. Penn State will drop to 13-10 and 3-9 overall, and then they are going to do this weekend what the Gophers will do then in a couple of weeks, and that is take on that West Coast trip. They'll be at UCLA Saturday and then at USC a week from tonight, and we'll make that trek here coming up the weekend after next. But what a win here tonight for Minnesota, assuming they don't melt this down here in the last 21 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. They got to stay focused on the last 21 and finish this out. But like you said, this is a very, very important win on the road to get them off the 2-game losing streak, get them back going in the right direction. However, I want to say a side note. We talk about this all the time. After we've been traveling some different arenas, I got to give some more credit to the Barn. They've really been bringing it. I'm looking at these crowds, and it's like the Barn really been bringing it. So hopefully they can do the same to keep this Gopher team momentum moving forward.
Yeah, the Fighting Illini in town, and they've been kind of sideways. The Illini, after about a month ago, I thought they might be the best team in the country. They beat Oregon by 40, and maybe Oregon wasn't as good as we thought, but let's fill that place on Saturday. Here's Hicks, a three, is an air ball, and it goes straight out of bounds with 10 seconds to go, or was it partially blocked? Maybe a fingertip, so it'll stay Penn State basketball, and no, it will be Minnesota inbound. That's what I thought. Gophers will line it up 4 across, and that should do it once they get it inbound. I don't know why Penn State would foul here. They get it into Garcia, and they do foul. And it's good news for Garcia, though, because I can get him his 20 and keep that streak going. Just as a personal note, for him, why not keep that streak going?
For sure.
He's at 18 now with a double-double, 18 and 14. He was last week's Big Ten Player of the Week. Could have been the week before Big Ten Player of the Week, but the streak he has been on. He had 28 against Washington in the loss, and he's got 18 and 14 tonight. This will be double bonus and try to get him his 8th straight 20-plus point game. Free throw is good. He's at 19 right now, and the lead is at 10, 69-59. 9.5 seconds to play. And missed it. He is going to end with 19. He hit one of his last 3 to try to get over that. Stewart will fire a 3 that's no good. Putback is good with Ace Baldwin on the putback. He's got 11. There's 1.6 seconds. The inbound quickly to Patterson, and that will do it. Gophers get the win, 69-61 the final. The Gophers have won 3 in a row against Penn State going back to last year. Ben Johnson's now 4-3 all-time against the Nittany Lions. This year overall, Minnesota 12-11. They moved to 4-8 in the Big Ten. They'll host Illinois Saturday at 5. Al Nolan and I will take air at 4:30. Tickets available at gophersports.com. Penn State falls to 13-10 overall.